government. Just let that sink in.
Bass called Monday's enforcement sweep in MacArthur Park, where a children's summer camp was being held, a, quote, display of force just to put the city in its place.
Fox's Tanya J. Powers. This as a federal judge in L.A. considers restrictions on raids. The Trump administration says ICE agents are following the law. The U.S. is getting its first new rare earth mine in more than 70 years, aimed at reducing reliance on foreign sources of critical minerals, especially China.
We need to have that control ourselves. President Trump set out to reindustrialize America. That means mining in America. That means control over critical things that lead to our national security and our economic security.
U.S. Energy Secretary Chris Wright is in Ranchester, Wyoming for today's groundbreaking. America is listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Trying to learn more about the child shot. Mostly cloudy and 87 degrees in the Circle City. I'm John Herrick. Here's what's trending at 3:02. That child was shot and later died on the northeast side of Indianapolis today. IMPD says it happened just after noon on Ralston Avenue near I-70 and Rural Street. They're searching for suspects. Police in Indianapolis are also discussing how they're going to manage crowds this weekend. Ryan Hedrick reports.
You can expect if they're engaged in illegal activity, there will be consequences.
Major Corey Mims of IMPD's Community Engagement Bureau says they'll be enforcing the state's curfew this weekend, but it's only a tool.
A small tool. The best way to handle the situations that we've seen in light of the incident that occurred last weekend is community cooperation.
And he says parents shouldn't just drop kids off downtown and expect police to watch over them. Ryan Hedrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Severe weather is possible this weekend in Indiana.
Pretty much a statewide threat, although as you go across the state on Saturday, it's going to be more to the north, maybe like Muncie up to Fort Wayne is where severe weather would be focused, then across into like northern Ohio.
Alex McGinnis with the National Weather Service in Indianapolis says heavy rain could fall at times, which brings about flooding concerns. If you need to get gas today, Gas Buddy says the statewide average is $2.97 a gallon. That's down a couple of cents from where it was Thursday. IU Health is investing $214 million in the Greater Lafayette Community Growth Project to bring a hospital to West Lafayette and a cancer center to Lafayette by the end of the decade. The goal is to improve access to health care services and cancer treatment in Tippecanoe County. The new facilities will create over 210 new full-time health care jobs by 2030. It's 3:04, your traffic and weather in 1 minute.
By now, you've heard about IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's a way to claim your unclaimed property from the Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division. It's not a scam. It's not houses, boats, cars, or storage facilities. It isn't free money. So what exactly is it? It's your money. It belongs to you, and it's waiting for you to claim it. It's money from unclaimed wages or commissions, forgotten bank accounts, underlying shares, refunds, insurance proceeds, stock dividends, safe deposit box contents, overpayments, certificates of deposit, money orders, and more. The Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division safeguards those funds while trying to locate and return those funds to the owner or heir. It's your money, you deserve it, and the Attorney General's office wants to make sure you get it. The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Hammer and Nigel to 46220. That's Hammer and Nigel to 46220. Or visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
With traffic at 3:05, here's Matt Bear.
All right, John, west side, northbound 465 at West 21st Street. This is a crash blocking the left two lanes. The whole left side of that interstate is a mess. In fact, left two lanes, left shoulder blocked because of a multiple vehicle crash. So we're backed up to West 10th Street, and those southbound lanes are rubbernecking. So we're stop and go traffic from West 38th down to 21st. South side, northbound 65 between Edgewood Avenue and 465. That's a crash blocking two right lanes, stopping traffic past Southport Road to stop 11 Road. And then southbound 6570 downtown jammed up from the Northwood to the Southwood, delayed 3 minutes. Inbound 69 on a 4-minute delay from 106 to 82nd to eastbound 465 stop and go Keystone Avenue to Allisonville Road. Traffic sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies with nationwide LTE coverage. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com and get 60% off and free UPS shipping. Use code radio for an extra 5% off. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
And the forecast from the American Standard Cooling Weather Center.
A cold front moves around Saturday. We could see a few scattered showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon, some of which could contain some gusty winds and heavy rainfall. Otherwise hot and incredibly humid. 90 for a high with feels-like temperatures into the triple digits. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Tara Hastings for 93 WIBC.
And I'm John Herrick, on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
Hammer and Nigel.
Can you believe these characters are weirdos?
So let's rock it. Hammer, did you see this thing in the IBJ today from FOP President Rick Snyder?
Brought the heat.
Is it? Would you consider it scathing? Like this was a letter to the Indianapolis residents, but it was scathing towards our elected officials.
Right.
And I don't know how much you want to read of this. Go ahead. I could hear the whole thing over and over again. I've read it. It's incredible.
This is what the Fraternal Order of Police and their president, Rick Snyder, friend of this program, put out earlier today. And you're right, Nige. It gives a little shade to our local elected officials, but it's also kind of a soul-searching message for the people in this community. So it's a long post. We have put some of it out on our Twitter, at Hammer and Nigel. I'm going to read a little bit here, and you, Nige, just stop me if you want to talk about things at any point here.
Okay.
It begins here. There is zero fear of consequences for using guns with deadly force upon children and adults in your community. Violent criminals with the spirit of evil have made it clear. They decide what societal norms will be, not you. They laugh and scoff at your outrage and your sentiments only after such events.
I mean, that is something we've talked about with Reverend Charles Harrison with the 10-Point Coalition. No regard for human life, no sanctity for, I mean, just really no reasoning. It's just pull out your gun and pull the trigger over a social media post, as an example. So, yeah, maybe I should interrupt you. Maybe I should just let you go on. Because I got that.
In regards to the violence downtown and the criminals knowing they can get away with everything,
yes,
this article goes on. They know there is no serious move to stop them. So what's your answer? More of the same as Indianapolis continues to swirl around the drain? Your prosecutor will neither share with you how many arrests for crimes involving guns are made by the police, nor how many of those arrests he dismisses versus prosecutes, or what the outcomes are. Why is that? It goes on. It's because you will become aware what your police officers already know. For all of the talk and bluster, the prosecutor's lack of action undercuts the proactive efforts of your police, and it shortchanges the victims.
Yes.
And I think that's very important. It shortchanges the victims. Here's a little bit more of this letter to Indianapolis from the Fraternal Order of Police posted in the IBJ today. Instead, he, the prosecutor, is quick to file charges only after mass catastrophes when the news camera lights are on, but otherwise punches the air while decrying the need for more gun laws that he won't uphold either. Hey, Indy, something has to change, and it starts with you. It starts in your home. Parent your children and set a good example with consequences for poor behavior. This letter goes on. You must also speak out about politicians in charge who are derelict in their duties, missing in action while victims pay the price for reckless neglect. You must demand a recall option for elected officials, if nothing else, for the prosecutor and judges at a minimum.
But there is no option.
Right. You're going to have to talk to your local elected official, whoever your state rep is, and see if they can get the ball rolling on that. And one last part I want to read about this open letter to the residents of Indianapolis from the Fraternal Order of Police. You must vote as though your lives and the future of this great city are on the line. because they are. In short, do better. And that part, Nige, the do better part, that's showing up at primaries. You can't just go vote every 4 years for the president and do same party ticket when you walk into the ballot box. You've got to vote in local elections. You've got to get to primaries. Like, you've got to break this cycle of both parties, Republicans and Democrats, putting incompetent boobs or bought and paid for pieces of crap in positions of power.
Find this copy of the IBJ and read the entire statement. We didn't do the entire thing, but something that stuck out to me. Hey, Indy, something has to change, and it starts with you. It starts in your home. Parent your children and set a good example with consequences for poor behavior. Man, some of these kids don't have parents. Some of these kids are being raised by their great-grandparents. Some of these kids are being dropped off downtown by the hundreds by their parents. And so if we don't hold them accountable, and I'm not saying grandma, I'm saying parents of kids that they drop off down here. Like Chris Bailey, the IMPD chief, talked about it earlier this week. If there's not some sort of way to hold the parents accountable, then what are we doing here?
Right.
But some of them don't have parents. I mean, it's a problem, right?
It
Especially
is.
in certain communities. The lack of parenting. The lack of things to do after school. Programs. Initiatives. I don't know.
But who teaches right from wrong? Like, a lot of my childhood grew up with my grandparents as my babysitter, right? Both of my parents worked. You know, they were active in my life. I'm not going to act like they weren't. But my older grandparents were kind of my babysitter when I was a kid. But I still knew right from wrong, right? The grandparents, if that's the case, you got to do a little bit better too. If you're the one raising these kids, and I know their parents might be a mess, the dad may have ran out, but look, you're never too old to teach somebody right from wrong.
My kids know right from wrong.
Yes.
Just like, I'm not bragging about the fact. I mean, it's like, you know, the comedian Chris Rock saying, yeah, you don't get any credit for things you should be doing. I raised my baby.
You're supposed to.
You're supposed to teach them these things.
Right. If you're an aunt, if you're an uncle, if you're a grandparent, if you're a single mom, if you're a single dad, I don't care who you are. Break the cycle. Want something better for your kids. Stop producing the same thing over and over again. Like, I'm sorry that one mother has lost 3 kids to gun violence in her life. But my God, stop dropping your kids off unsupervised downtown at midnight.
It's a tragedy.
There are steps you can do. Get off your lazy ass and be an adult. And if there is no adult in the picture, then we'll have the conversation about places for these kids to go. But I think it's honestly a matter of adults being lazy. Grandparents, parents, whoever you are. It's a bad problem right now. Break that cycle, man. And I'm glad that Rick Snyder of the FOP put this little op-ed, this letter to Indianapolis, out in the IBJ today. I retweeted it at Hammer and Nigel. Click on the picture. You know, you can expand it a little bit. You'll be able to read it. I think this is a powerful moment, and hopefully it resonates with a lot of people. Nige, if you need a reason to drink tonight.
Drink what? Kool-Aid?
Whatever you're drinking.
Okay.
It's Free Slurpee Day at 7-Elevens because today is 7-Eleven on the calendar.
They're clever. Wow. The marketing team at 7-Eleven.
You can get a free small Slurpee, but a temporary tongue chew that will appear on your tongue after that first sip. Here's it's like a little, it's hard to get the stain of the Slurpee out of your mouth. It's called a tongue chew. Here's a retro 7-Eleven jingle to help you celebrate.
Oh, thank heaven, for 7-Eleven. Oh, thank heaven, for 7-Eleven.
Now, if that jingle is too old and you don't remember that, here's another great moment in 7-Eleven history.
In Delaware, the largest growth in population is Indian Americans moving from India. You cannot go to a 7-Eleven or a Dunkin' Donuts unless you have a slight Indian accent. I'm not joking.
I'm not joking.
Folksy racism by Joe Biden to celebrate 7-Eleven Day. Matt Bear.
West side crash northbound 465 at 21st. Two left lanes are blocked, and we are stopped back to Rockville Road for an 11-minute delay. Southbound lanes rubbernecking right now. That starts at 38th all the way down to the crash side at 21st. South side crash northbound 65 shy of 465. It's blocking two right lanes, stopping us back to County Line Road. Crash downtown northbound 65 coming out of the north split at Meridian. The exit ramp to Meridian Penn is partially blocked. You can make your exit, and it's going to be a little bit tricky. Inbound 69, the stall cleared. Still stop and go from 106 to 82nd. Traffic sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies with nationwide LTE coverage. For a limited time, get 60% off and free UPS shipping at rapidradios.com. Use code radio for an extra 5% off. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
I'm going to put that op-ed, if you will, that letter to Indy on our Facebook page as well. Not everybody has Twitter or X. I get it. So I'll put it on the Hammer and Nigel Show Facebook page as well. Just click on the picture, expand it a little bit. You'll be able to read word for word. It's a hot one. 91 at the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. It's a beer sample Friday today. We're going to have a lot of fun.
I got something special planned.
Ooh, little surprise.
Very special.
All right.
It'll be very special.
All right. Okay. That is coming up a little bit later on. Come on back. It's the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 40-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term life insurance may only cost you about $100 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-239-1749. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance to buy $1 million of affordable term life for you. All you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-239-1749. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-239-1749. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. For affordable term life insurance, call 800-239-1749. 800-239-1749.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. Stroke risk may increase. Eliquis can cause serious and potentially fatal bleeding. Don't take if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or bleed longer. A spinal injection increases blood clot risk, which may cause paralysis. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
We all have people in our lives we interact with. Maybe it's your favorite barista, a neighbor who waves to you every morning, a coworker you grab lunch with, or maybe it's me, the hairstylist you've gone to for years. What if you learned I had a substance use disorder? Would it change how you see me? It's okay to see the addiction, but when you choose to see the person, not just their disease, it can help change someone's life. Learn more at cbeyondtheaddiction.org.
Hi, this is Zach from Ingledow Tree Experts. When it comes to the health and beauty of your trees, trust Ingledow Tree Experts. Our certified arborists ensure your trees are trimmed, removed, and cared for with precision. Summer is the perfect time to schedule fall pruning. Call now for your free estimate and let us handle the hard work. 317-903-0102 or visit ingledowtreeexperts.com for more information. Ingledow Tree Experts, where your trees come first.
Why do so many foundation, basement, and crawl space companies ask for half your money up front? Could it be because that's easier to get than earning all your trust? At the Michaelis Corporation, they believe trust is earned, not demanded. That's why they do things differently. They start with a free inspection, no strings attached, to give you an honest assessment of what your home needs. No pressure, no surprises. When it's time for the work, they don't ask for a deposit or any upfront payment. Not a single dollar until the job is complete and you're 100% satisfied. That's how they've been earning trust for over 39 years. Whether it's sagging floors, moisture control, concrete repair, or a full crawl space encapsulation, you can count on Michaelis for repairs that last. Don't trust just anyone with your home. Choose the company that puts your trust first. Text or call 844-FIXED-INDY today. That's 844-FIXED-INDY. The Michaelis Corporation, building trust beneath your feet.
Inside Indiana Business Radio, the news you need to get ahead. Indiana's business news leader, weekdays at 6:32 a.m. and 5:56 p.m. on WIBC.
Well, we're coming to your city.
You're listening to the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Yeah, I want to say thanks to everybody that stopped by Andy Moore Kia in Avon and hung out with Hammer and I for a couple hours, did some grilling out. Oh, man. Dudes are making some great hot dogs.
Good stuff, man.
We've got another event tomorrow in Greenwood, Southside.
Hubler Toyota. This is like the grand opening. It used to be a different dealership.
Yeah.
But now it's a Hubler Toyota. 8055 US 31 South. We will be there from 11 until 1.
Food trucks, giveaways, lots of different stuff.
We'll be calling into the Home and Garden Show, harassing Pat, Denny, Terry, and Allison and the gang.
Always welcomed.
Always welcomed. So, yeah, stop by and hang out with us tomorrow. Have a good time, man. We'll tell a few dirty jokes, make fun of some people, and it's going to be a good time. And then next Thursday, July 17th, at the Johnson County Fair.
Johnson!
Broadcasting the whole show live. Whole freaking show. 3 p.m. is the start time at the Farm Bureau building, the Johnson County Fair. We're going to have a milkshake chugging contest. I believe, confirmed today, the Johnson County Sheriff is going to come by. We'll see how Johnson County is doing with law enforcement compared to where we're at right now with Marion County.
Difference.
Rodeo starting at 7 o'clock that night. Man, that's going to be a good time.
We're not, just to clarify, you and I aren't doing the milkshake chugging contest, are we?
No, we're in the rodeo.
Okay.
That poor bull.
I'd rather do the rodeo than have a ice headache. You know what I mean?
Right.
Those headaches you get when you. Oh.
When I drink too much dairy, I just can't stop farting either. And I don't think you're ready for that.
Neither is Crystal.
No. But she's probably built up a tolerance at this point. But stop by, hang out with us. We're going to have some folks lined up taking part in that contest. And we're going to eat a bunch of food, drink some beverages, talk about the rodeo and all things Johnson County. That is next Thursday. Come on by. Did you see the farewell post that former Pacer Miles Turner put out on social media?
I did not. Oh, miss a guy. I mean, he was a staple for the Pacers for a decade.
Put this out on Instagram last night in the evening. It's kind of long. Again, I'm not going to read it all, but there are parts where it's a little defensive, okay? And I do like that he takes a shot at the potholes in the streets of Indianapolis at one point.
Really?
Here's a little bit. This is the second paragraph that I'm going to read from Miles Turner's farewell post to Indy. Quote, "Throughout the years, I put my personal pride and ego to the side and sacrificed many parts of myself and my livelihood for the betterment and advancement of this organization. I never took the easy way out. I took the criticism on the chin, bit my tongue to complain, and just kept my head down and grinded through it all. And in the end, it was all so worth it." Like, it was a pretty good letter, honestly. He talks about the fans and how he grew up here. But that came off a little defensive.
It was kind of like, wah.
Right. I took the criticism.
Poor me. Oh.
You were a pretty high draft pick Miles, you made a lot of money. That's kind of par for the course for a professional athlete or a politician, isn't it? You're going to face criticism. You don't get a cookie for dealing with it. You're supposed to. This is like one of the final parts, and this is the part that I thought was interesting. It's the little things I'm going to miss the most. 21-year-old Miles has to tip his cap to Tiki Bob's, Kilroy's, and Brothers. Man, even taking classes to invoke yoga downtown, rolling down Mass Ave for some good eats, getting out on Geist, hiking Eagle Creek, Long's Bakery, morning walks down Fountain Square, going to Prime 47 after the games with my family, special dinners at Hyde Park, the potholes all throughout the east side of Indy.
No, he didn't.
Called out the potholes, baby.
No, he didn't. So that's calling out the mayor.
Right. So that was just a little bit of the farewell address from Miles Turner.
Tiki Bob's, man, I used to love Tiki Bob's and Have a Nice Day Cafe back in the day.
Were you Where's Too Much Cologne guy in there? Because that was the capital of Indiana for Where's Too Much Cologne guy.
No, but the genius thing that Tiki Bob's and Have a Nice Day Cafe did, and Jason, a friend of ours, was a previous owner, they had these free parties that they would throw. You'd quote unquote win a free party if you put your name in the bucket. And you could show up at 8 o'clock and get in there before everybody else and drink like penny beers and stuff like that. And I don't even know if there's any food involved or not. But by the time they opened the doors at 10, you were there for life. And the rates, you were there, and the cost of the drinks went back to regular, normal prices.
That's how they get you.
You were already there. So you got the free party, you got the penny beers for 2 hours. Free party. And then they got you until you were clocked in until 3 o'clock in the morning.
Right. I spent some of the most money I've ever spent on penny beer night up at Ball State. Like, you get there and it's, penny beer night. I got a quarter. I'm going to get ridiculous. But after a while, you kind of want something better, so you start buying tequila shots. You start buying well drinks. Next thing you know, you've spent $200 on penny beer night.
You know what Rock Lobster used to do? I don't know that they ever did anything like that. They didn't do the free parties, but my buddies and I had one of those free passes where I could get through the line in Broad Ripple, but it was kind of douchey a little bit. I hated that back in the early 2000s.
Did you ever pull a Ron Burgundy and say, do you know who I am?
No, because we would get there at 8 o'clock in the evening. Me and my buddies would clock in at 8 o'clock. There was no line at 8 o'clock at Rock Lobster. And we just stay there till 3.
Close that thing down.
I really felt uncomfortable because the door guy would let me and all my buddies in, but there was a long line. I felt like a DB.
You were like the guys at Entourage, right?
Yeah.
Why is Turtle getting in and I'm not? You were Turtle.
But the way around that, I didn't like feeling that way. So my buddies were like, let's just get there at 7:30.
What bar was it where you took Rob Kendall's drink and drank it and didn't buy him a new one?
It was Kilroy's in Broad Ripple, I believe. It used to be the workout facility. I think it was that Kilroy's there in Broad Ripple? Yeah.
Because the story is before he became the monster that he is now, the origin story of Rob Kendall, he was a scrappy little board operator over at WZPL. Because I was working over there, and Rob was a board op, and you were like Mr. Cool radio guy. You were well known. You were Nigel. So Rob, knowing who radio people were, came up to you at this bar.
He was on a date.
Hey, Nigel, hey, I love your stuff. And you took his drink and you drank it and you walked away.
That will be forever etched in my memory. I do remember that.
You created the monster that we're stuck with now.
I created Rob Kendall. Yes.
It was that moment.
Yeah.
That's like the lab accident in a Marvel movie. It's the Hammer and Nigel show.
Lately, the market has been making some big moves, and not all in the right direction. If you've been watching the numbers and wondering what it all means for your retirement, you're not alone. At Howard Bailey Financial, we plan for times like this. The truth is, a volatile day on Wall Street can feel a lot different when you're getting closer to retirement. That's why right now is the right time to take a fresh look at your portfolio, and Howard Bailey can help. Are you taking on more risk than you realize? Are you diversified in a way that makes sense for where you are in life? Find out today with the help of our free Market Volatility Guide. Visit retirewithpurpose.com to download your free guide and learn more about what market shifts may mean for you. That's retirewithpurpose.com. Together, let's make sure your plan is built to weather whatever comes next. Howard Bailey Securities, LLC is an independent financial services firm and uses a variety of different investment strategies. Please see disclosures at howardbailey.com.
No one wants to leave behind stress for their family. That's why a trust or a will is so important. Without one, your assets might go to the wrong people or leave out loved ones. Also, probate is long, expensive, and often avoidable with a revocable trust. Trustandwill.com makes it simple to create a personalized estate plan. A trust or will provides clarity and peace of mind. Get 20% off on your estate plan documents by visiting trustandwill.com/radio.
If Ernest Hemingway was alive today, would he say this to you?
Shakespeare, Mark Twain, Edgar Allan Poe, all great writers. And after reading your book, I simply must add you to the list.
Wait, you don't have a book yet, so make a free call to Page Publishing. Turn your book idea into publishing gold.
800-215-6818. 800-215-6818. That's 800-215-6818.
At Puccini's, we think less screen time and more quality mealtime is the better way. Eat, talk, and dine with less blue light glaring or talking heads blaring while enjoying great food at a reasonable price is the Puccini's way. Dine in for hot, delicious food prepared fresh and to your liking. If you need anything, we're right there so you'll leave full and happy. We have delivery options and carryout, but let's start dining in together again the way we all used to enjoy so much.
Puccini's Pizza, Pasta, Puccini's.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
A young girl has lost her life. Mostly sunny and 90 degrees in the Circle City with a low near 72 this evening. I'm John Herrick. Here's what's trending at 3:33. Police believe the girl's death could have been avoided. Ryan Hedrick reports from outside Methodist Hospital.
The shooting happened just after noon. Police responded to the emergency room here at IU Methodist Hospital, and that's where they say a young girl died. What the investigation has revealed, at least preliminarily, is that police say the girl was left in a home unsecured with guns, and she got a hold of them. IMPD officer Tommy Thompson says the community must do better. Police say the people that brought her to the hospital are cooperating with the investigation. Reporting from IU Methodist Hospital in downtown Indianapolis, Ryan Hedrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
An 18-year-old named Lewis Dale Jr. was arrested in Indianapolis. Police say he stole a car at gunpoint and led them on a chase before crashing it and running away on Thursday. Dale Jr. faces charges of robbery, resisting arrest, and leaving the scene of an accident. President Trump says he's satisfied with the investigation into his attempted assassination at a rally in Butler, Pennsylvania, almost a year ago.
They're very talented, very capable. They had a bad day, and I think they'll admit that. They had a rough day.
Trump told Fox News he's been briefed by multiple agencies, and although he acknowledges the Secret Service breakdowns, he still has the utmost respect and trust in his agents. Both the president and First Lady Melania Trump are in Kerrville, Texas, surveying the devastation from last week's flooding. They're being accompanied by Texas Governor Greg Abbott. More than 120 people have died. Indiana Task Force 1 is also in Texas helping out. And at the movies, Superman is soaring to a hot start at the box office. The first film in James Gunn's DC universe made $22.5 million from Thursday previews. It's supposed to make anywhere between $120 and $130 million in its first weekend in theaters. It's 3:35. Your traffic and weather in a moment.
I've had my Window Nation windows installed for a couple of years now, and my air conditioner is no longer working overtime in the summer. These are the dog days of summer, but if your windows are old and drafty, time for some new Window Nation windows. Check it out. 50% off all window styles plus 0 interest for 5 whole years. All the details at windownation.com.
And when Window Nation comes out to your house, they are bringing the best of the best. A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, and their staff, years of experience. And look, when we have a heat wave like we had recently, I think you understand how important it is to have good windows that keep the blistering hot out and your perfect climate inside. 50% off all window styles. Any style at all, zero interest until 2030. 866-90-NATION or go to windownation.com. Tell them Hammer and Nigel sent you.
With traffic now, here's Matt Bear.
Southside crash northbound 65 at Thompson Road. That's between South Fort Road and 465. And right now, 2 right lanes are blocked, stopping us back to County Line Road in Greenwood. Crash coming out the north split northbound 65 on the exit to Meridian Penn. That ramp is open, partially blocked. On the west side, southbound 465, stop and go from I-65, then slow in pockets back to Crawfordsville Road. Southbound 6570 jammed up from the north split to the south split, and that's running at a 5-minute delay. North side eastbound 465, stop and go traffic Keystone Avenue over to Allisonville Road. Traffic sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies with nationwide LTE coverage. For a limited time, get 60% off and free UPS shipping at rapidradios.com. Use code RADIO for an extra 5% off. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
The forecast from the American Standard Cooling Weather Center.
Spot shower chance Saturday morning leads to scattered shower, heavy downpour, thunderstorm activity Saturday afternoon into Saturday night. There is a low level 1 out of 5 severe risk for isolation on severe wind gusts. Localized flooding also be an issue as well for those who get in on prolonged heavy downpours. Highs will be in the low 90s, so it feels like temperatures near the triple digits on Saturday, and then still warm and humid Sunday. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Stephen Deanna from 83 WIBC.
And I'm John Herrick on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
Hello, all my friends. This is Brett Michaels, and you're listening to my friends right here, Hammer and Nigel, and they're about to rock your world.
Barguments, 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 barguments.
Oh, yeah. I love this time every Friday because we get to talk to the man with one of the great radio voices in all of America, Dan Bass Levy, my man.
Gentlemen, how are you?
What's up, man?
What's going on? How are things?
Things are good. Like, some people are on the radio, but they don't have a good radio voice. I fall into that category. Nigel's got a good radio voice, right? I don't. But
I disagree. I think yours is awesome.
Yeah, but Bass overtakes all of us.
Right.
Like
I feel so inadequate when we hear him talk. Like,
but there is a problem, though. You guys sound like regular cool guys that I want to hang out with. Whenever I talk, I feel like a superhero no matter what it is that I say. And I can't ever be taken seriously. Like, if I call somebody and say I want to order a pizza, they think I'm a recorded message, and they'll hang up on me. So the negative is that no matter what it is, I always sound like this. And there's a lot more negatives than positives sometimes.
Come on.
That's such a strong kind of flex, though, like a passive-aggressive flex. It sucks when you sound like a superhero. I mean, okay, thanks. Tell us about what Barguments is.
I'm glad you asked. Barguments is just exactly what it sounds like. It's arguments that you would have at a bar, barbecue, barbershop, or any place that you and your buddies or anywhere that you go and you have any kind of argument. The Mount Rushmore, the Would You Rather, what's the greatest, what is the worst, anything that kind of falls into those categories and even more. That's where I come in. I host a podcast. It's called Barguments. It's on YouTube, and you can download it anywhere that you get your podcast. Just an all-around fun time. And I got a pretty good one for you guys today. You ready?
Let's go.
Most quotable movie of all time.
Oh, this is such a dude conversation here. But Allison, I want you in the mix here.
Most quotable movie of all time.
Quotable movie.
And there is like a million to choose from. It, so it's a hard one, but everybody's got the one where you see your buddies and you're like, we quote this movie. There's a lot of people that I talk to. We just talk in movie quotes. I don't even really have real conversations with people. So this is going to hit in a lot of different ways.
Dudes could get around and just name random athletes and movie quotes, and we would understand each other.
Yes.
It could just be a conversation with like random old athletes and movie quotes. What's yours, Dan?
And also, if you would have told me that 10 years ago, the word that would come out of my mouth the most would be goat, I would have said you're out of your mind. But I say the GOAT for everything. But for me, the GOAT of all movie quotes would be airplane.
Airplane is strong.
Can you fly this plane and land it? Surely you can't be serious. I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Oh, Leslie Nielsen doesn't.
I mean, how many times do you have to say somebody's name and go, you ever been inside of a Turkish prison?
You ever seen a grown man naked?
You're Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
I love Airplane Man.
Oh, that's a strong one.
It is so good.
And the great cameo, like of Mrs. Cleaver from Leave It to Beaver.
The
I speak jive.
The jive talkers.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
That's a strong one. That's real strong.
There's even a quote that I even do anytime someone goes, like, what's your impression of this? Like, I don't do impressions. My field's in psychiatry because everything relates to Airplane. And it's like 40, 50 years old. Still a good movie to me.
Whenever I hear Matt Baer in the traffic department, or maybe like somebody doing the weather on TV say the fog is getting thicker.
And Leon is getting larger. It is so good. It's so good.
Strong one.
And then every time I go, anytime someone goes, hey, let's take some pictures, I want to start taking pictures off the wall. Like, it just instantly, everything revolves around Airplane to me. It's amazing.
Let's go to Big Nige.
Okay, I mean, I had trouble. I was juggling Anchorman versus Napoleon Dynamite. And Anchorman takes Anchorman #1 for me. Milk was a bad choice. I love Lamp.
Like when Nigel used to walk into bars back in the day, when he saw Rob Kendall with a Long Island, it sounded like this.
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
Kind of a big deal.
I mean, even at the very beginning in the credits, I look good. I mean, really good. Hey, everyone, come see how good I look.
Have you ever been able to order a scotch and not go scotch
down into my belly? I like scotch. I'm drinking one right now, actually.
I'll tell my wife sometime that. Like, scotch.
And if somebody says something ridiculous, you always go, sorry, I don't speak Spanish.
No, diversity is not an old wooden ship.
I think I've told producer Allison before, you've got a dirty, whorish mouth. That's what you have.
That's what you got.
I'm going to punch you in the ovary, Allison. That's what I got to do, a straight shot right to the baby maker. So, Anchorman is mine for sure. Anchorman.
That is I wrestled with that one because that one is definitely one I do a lot with a lot of people.
Glass case of emotion.
Allison.
Man, I will say those were both very strong, but I went with something more classic in terms of most quotable for any generation.
Okay.
The Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz.
Close your eyes and tap your heels together 3 times and think to yourself, there's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
If you do a Family Feud thing and you read all of these quotes from all of these movies that we have on our list, by the way, they're all great, but my grandma's not going to know that. A 5-year-old's not going to know about that, but they are going to know Lions and Tigers and Bears, oh my. They are going to know I'll get you and your little dog too.
Right. Which was part of Nancy Pelosi's campaign speech,
exactly.
I believe.
They're all going to know. They're all going to know that part where Dorothy says, "Get these midgets out of here."
No, stop it.
Get them.
That's the
You're
sequel.
bugging me. You're bugging me. Get them out of here.
The part that bothers me.
That was Willy Wonka.
The part that bothers me about the Wizard of Oz is at the end, like, so the Tin Man and the Scarecrow and the Lion, they all help Dorothy. But as Dorothy's saying farewell, she hugs the Scarecrow and says, I'll miss you most of all.
Yeah.
Well, that's a crappy thing to say right in front of the Lion and the Tin Man. Like, the poor Lion went so far out of his character to help this little broad that he didn't know who she was. The Tin Man is at risk of getting rust on him at any moment. And you're going to say that you like the Scarecrow the most? That's a horrible, crappy thing to say, Dorothy.
Agreed. That's actually a pretty good call. And to be honest, there's so many like trivia things with the Wizard of Oz and the Pink Floyd. There's like a million different things that Pink Floyd is involved with.
The Pink Floyd album as soon as the movie starts.
It started like in the second Lion Roar, and it's supposed to be like the soundtrack of the entire movie. It's really a crazy thing. So that's a really good one.
So even though it was lame, it was a classic. I'm just putting it out there.
All right.
I'm a baseball guy.
What do you got?
I grew up watching a lot of baseball movies, but my favorite, and it's one I quote to this day an awful lot, Major League. Major League.
Solid.
Wow.
If I'm watching a Cubs game or really any baseball game at all, and the pitcher just throws a wild pitch 8 feet out of the strike zone, I say the exact line that Harry Doyle says.
Vaughn into the windup in his first offering. Just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed.
Just a bit outside. Like when Matt Bear is trying to find his traffic report and I can hear the papers fumbling, it reminds me of Harry Doyle. I can't find it. To hell with it. One hit. That's all we got is one GD hit.
Oh, when Harris drinks Serrano's rum up your butt, Joe Boo.
I will
You mean to tell me Jesus Christ can't hit a curveball?
Yes. I'll be in a bar, sometimes even by myself, and if I've finished my beverage, I will yell at the bartender, "Hey, bartender, Joe Boo needs a refill." And if anybody around me knows what that is and they laugh, I feel like we've got a connection, right?
That's great.
Where can we find more Barguments, Dan?
Anywhere that you download your podcast, you'll find them all there. And also go on YouTube, look for Barguments the podcast, and you'll find my face for radio right there, and you can have at it and watch all the Barguments you can handle. And again, if you guys have any suggestions or you guys want to go ahead and give us other topics that we should be bargaining about, feel free to get me on social media, Bass on Air, BASS on Air, or my guys Hammer and Nigel. You can throw it to those guys too. That's a good place to toss it there as well.
YouTube chat. They're saying Christmas Vacation, A Few Good Men, Billy Madison, Animal House, just a few others. We'll do it again.
Also, Caddyshack, The Princess Bride.
Sure,
there's a million of them.
As you wish.
We'll do it again
And
next
Step
week,
Brothers.
brother. You're the best. Thank you.
Be well, guys.
Caller number 9 right now, 239-9393. We got some tickets for you. Bare Naked Ladies, Sugar Ray, and Fastball. They are coming in concert July 20th at Everwise. Caller number 9, you get to play the game, 239-9393.
Comcast Business helps turn today's small businesses into engines of modern business. It's how restaurants become reliably up and running neighborhood favorites. How retailers become seamlessly restocking, cyber-securing, must-visit shops. And how healthcare offices become the data managing caregivers that we all depend on. With reliable connectivity, enhanced cybersecurity, advanced fiber solutions, and Wi-Fi backup, Comcast Business is powering the engine of modern business. Powering possibilities.
Now through July 21st, new customers can get started with 300 megabit internet and Security Edge for $69 a month for 24 months with a 2-year agreement. Plus, find out how to get a $500 prepaid card for your business. Call and switch to Comcast Business today. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and automatic payments with bank account. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra.
Hey, this is Spencer Thompson at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus. Now through Monday, save an extra 25% off all in-stock outdoor furniture. Sleep up to 10 degrees cooler and the lowest price guaranteed on every mattress. And save up to 50% off Lazy Boy, Smith Brothers, Flex Steel, and lift chairs. Plus, we pay your sales tax and deliver it all for free. Sale ends Monday only at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus.
The Hendricks County 4-H Fair is back July 13th through the 19th in Danville. A state fair experience at county fair prices. Catch all the action with the truck and tractor pull, lawn and garden tractor pull, the championship rodeo, and the always wild demolition derby. Plus rides, games, and more at the Greatest Midway, brought to you by Drew Expositions. Get your discount tickets now at 4hcomplex.org. The Hendricks County 4-H Fair, July 13th through 19th. A state fair experience at county fair prices.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation and a regular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. Stroke risk may increase. Eliquis can cause serious and potentially fatal bleeding. Don't take if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or bleed longer. A spinal injection increases blood clot risk, which may cause paralysis. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Hi, it's Steve Mann. Have you heard the commercials for the Mark Patrick Stop Smoking seminars? And they said only $49.99 and it could work for you. So I thought, that's not even a week's worth of smoking. So I went. And guess what? It did work for me. You know, my friends and family are still amazed. I quit smoking. I didn't have cravings, anxiety, or weight gain. Listen, I don't know how it works, but I know it works because I'm living proof, and it's 100% guaranteed. So what do you got to lose? I'll tell you what you got to lose. A very bad habit.
Join Mark Patrick seminars and stop smoking without cravings, irritability, or weight gain. Early bird special only $49.99 guaranteed. Don't just cut down, but stop smoking once and for all or your money back. Seminar 8 p.m. on Thursday, July 31st at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites in Noblesville. Or 2 p.m. on Saturday, August 2nd at the Holiday Inn Indianapolis Airport. Registration 30 minutes before seminar. Sign up at markpatrickseminars.com. That's markpatrickseminars.com.
The Attorney General's office wants to put your money back in your pocket. Visit indianaunclaimed.gov and search for yourself, your loved ones, or your business. It's fast, easy, and free.
Make summer nights unforgettable with Indy Decorative Concrete. Get 50% off a stunning fire pit with their best stamped concrete patio package. Offer ends September 1st. IndyDecorativeConcrete.com.
Busy day? No problem. The WIBC Mashup podcast catches you up with standout moments from your favorite shows. Fresh episodes every weekday. One click, all the good stuff. Get your daily fix. Search WIBC Mashup wherever you get your podcasts.
All right, going to give away some tickets in just a minute. But first, Matt Barrow's got to look at the roads.
Crash clear south side northbound, 65 at Thompson Road, shy of 465. Still stop and go traffic before County Line Road past Southport Road. Crash coming out of the north split. It's on the exit ramp from northbound 65 to Meridian. Ramp is open, partially blocked. Westbound 70 stop and go before Rural into the north split, and then we jam because of construction. Southbound 65 70 loaded for 10-minute delay from the north split to the south split. Eastbound 70 slow, Belmont into the south split, north side, eastbound 465. Stop and go traffic, Westfield Boulevard to Allisonville Road. Traffic sponsored by B Window right now with Dream Baths by B. Get 2 bathroom remodels for the price of 1. Plus, a free entry door and 24-month savings cash with 0 interest. Trust a local, trust employee owned. Trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Right now, we got cloudy skies. It's 91 at the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. Let's play Bare Naked Ladies or Symptoms of Rabies.
Now, time to play Bare Naked Ladies.
Hi, we're Bare Naked Ladies.
Or Symptoms of Rabies.
Rabies is one of the most terrifying diseases known to humans.
She's got rabies. She's foaming at the mouth.
Bare Naked Ladies or Symptoms of Rabies on the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Stacy was caller number 9. Stacy, how the heck are you?
Hey, Stacy.
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
Good. So, Stacy, this is the game. I'm going to give you either song lyrics from the Bare Naked Ladies or actual symptoms of rabies. You get 2 out of 3. I'm going to give you the tickets, okay?
I'm ready.
Here we go. Number 1. I just made you say underwear. Bare Naked Ladies or symptoms of rabies?
Bare Naked Ladies.
There's one. All right. Get this one right, Stacy. We're going to throw a little hootenanny. We're going to throw a little party. Bare Naked Ladies or symptoms of rabies? Body aches.
Symptoms of rabies.
Yeah!
There she is. Yeah!
Stacy, got it going on. Congratulations.
I got it going on, baby. Thank you.
Stay on the line. Allison's going to take care of you, okay?
Chickadee China, the Chinese chicken always takes a lick, and the licks keep licking. Is that the lyrics part of Bare Naked?
You started off okay.
Chickadee China, the Chinese chicken.
And then you sounded like somebody's drunk uncle and or Joe Biden. Top stories next.
Mike loves summer in Indy, but he hates to paint.
So he called Rhino Shield.
Our home is basically a contemporary, and we just started noticing that the paint was just fading and just looked like garbage. We had received a postcard from Rhino Shield, and we decided to take a look at it.
Rhino Shield's formulated for our specific climate here in Indiana.
The process with Rhino Shield and their crew, they were just very conscientious. We had problems in the past with painters. They leave debris and everything. Well, we didn't have that with Rhino Shield.
Way better than paint, backed by a 25-year warranty. And right now, get the guaranteed protection of Rhino Shield for 10% off the regular price.
The thing about Rhino Shield, the heat gain has been reduced, and we save $70 a month. You don't hear that about any type of paint.
Here's Rhino Shield's Shane Smith.
This offer is limited, so call me at 888-RHINO-41. That's 888-RHINO-41.
Don't paint.
Don't vinyl.
Go Rhino.
Paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
Everybody knows Hubler's got the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles. But did you know? Now you can get that same limited powertrain warranty on new Toyotas. Introducing the all-new Hubler Toyota. Get grand opening savings all month long. And right now, lease a new 2025 RAV4, just $349 per month. Or a new Tacoma, $299 per month. Plus, choose from Camrys, Corollas, Highlanders, Tundras, and more.
Hubler's got you covered.
At the all-new Hubler Toyota on US 31 South in Indianapolis. Visit HublerToyota.com. Grand opening savings and the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles.
Cover me!
Select models, approved credit, plus tax tag title license 199 dealer doc. RAV4 model 4432, Tacoma model 7540, 36 months, $29.99 due, zero security, 10,000 annual miles, 15 cents per mile thereafter. Expires 7/31.
Join Mark Patrick seminars and lose the weight guaranteed. Early bird special only $49.99. Hypnosis to destroy unwanted cravings. Also, stop smoking with Mark Patrick. Destroy your desire to smoke without cravings, irritability, weight gain, or your money back. Seminars July 31st at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites in Noblesville. Weight loss seminar 5:30 p.m. Stop smoking seminar 8 p.m. And Saturday, August 2nd at the Holiday Inn Indianapolis Airport. Weight loss seminar 11 a.m. Stop smoking seminar 2 p.m. Register at markpatrickseminars.com.
You've spent a lifetime passing down traditions. Dinners with the family, father and son fishing trips, that secret family recipe that has been passed down for generations. Now there's one more thing you can pass on. Hope. Hope for someone waiting for a life-saving organ transplant. Because one organ donor can save up to 8 lives. Make your legacy one of hope. Say yes to organ donation. Visit donatelifeindiana.org to learn more.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use, now what?
I had a friend that went to my computer career.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu. My Computer Career, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
It worked for me, and I know it can work for you.
This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
Hi, it's T. Brian Hayes here from the Retirement Money Matters Show. Well, 2025 is half over, and that means it's checkup time. Many people have checkups from their doctor at this time of year to evaluate their health and make adjustments if necessary. The same thing needs to be done with your retirement plan. Join me this weekend as we prepare you for your mid-year retirement checkup by going over some vital information from the retirement doctor. The Retirement Money Matters Show airs this Saturday morning at 6 a.m. right here on WIBC.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recycler Studios, what officers think may have led to a child dying in Indianapolis earlier today, what police in Indianapolis say they plan to do this weekend, and where the WNBA hopes they are making an impact. Those stories and more right after Fox News Radio. You are listening to 93 WIBC. WIBC HD1 Indianapolis. It's 4 o'clock.
The anguish of an entire nation. I'm Lisa Brady, Fox News. President Trump says he's in Texas to express that after last Friday's devastating floods.
All across the country, Americans' hearts are shattered. I had to be here as president. First Lady wanted to be here.
The president just beginning a briefing after a tour of the damage, both in the air and on the ground. At least 120 people known dead, including many children.
All the beautiful souls. And we're filled with grief and devastation. The loss of life. And unfortunately, they're still looking. There's a lot of missing
He and the First Lady also meeting with families and first responders. The acting head of ICE says people who attack agents will be held accountable after yesterday's violent protests during an immigration raid in California. People throwing rocks and jumping onto vehicles. The agents had a criminal warrant.
Glass House Farms is the state's largest licensed marijuana farm. According to ICE, in a warrant signed by a federal judge, it also hires and harbors an illegal workforce. Protesters threw bottles, rocks, and broke windows to stop those ICE vans from leaving. National Guard soldiers used flashbangs, pepper balls, smoke, and gas to disperse the crowd. I am told there were 300 arrests yesterday. Several dozen were for people or individuals who are obstructing or assaulting law enforcement.
Fox's William Lajeunesse, the FBI offering a $50,000 reward for one protester suspected of firing a gun at agents. California officials accuse the Trump administration of acting illegally. Border czar Tom Homan tells Fox.
If people want to complain about the job ICE is doing, go complain to Congress, because we're enforcing the laws they enacted. We're doing our job.
And the pot farm raided yesterday is also accused of using child labor. On Wall Street, the Dow down 279 points at the bell. America is listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
A life lost and a family devastated. Lots of sunshine and heat in downtown Indy. It's 90 degrees on Monument Circle. I'm John Herrick. Here's what's trending at 4:02. A child has died in a shooting in Indianapolis. Ryan Hedrick is outside the hospital with the latest details.
Outside Methodist Hospital in downtown Indianapolis, where police say shortly after noon, a toddler girl was brought into the emergency room and she died after a shooting at a home not far from I-70 in North Rural Streets. Police believe it was unsecured guns at the home at the time, and the girl got a hold of them and killed herself. Now police are looking into this, and family is cooperating with police, say IMPD. Ryan Hedrick reporting from Methodist Hospital in downtown Indianapolis. Ryan Hedrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Less than a week after two boys were killed in downtown Indy, police say they'll enforce a curfew, but it's just one of their tools.
A small tool. The best way to handle the situations that we've seen in light of the incident that occurred last weekend is community cooperation.
That's Major Corey Mims, who leads IMPD's Community Engagement and Outreach Bureau. He says parents need to always look out for where their kids are. Last week's shooting happened several hours after the city's 4th of July fireworks celebration. No arrests have been made. Heat, humidity, and storms. Those are all things you're supposed to see all across Indiana this weekend.
We've certainly had the heat wave in June, and it's been a warmer, hotter, and more humid summer than usual. So even with the severe threat, keep in mind, stay hydrated, stay cool, because it's going to be hot and humid out there.
Alex McGinnis with the National Weather Service in Indianapolis says the heat index values will likely get into the triple digits in a post to social media Thursday night. Miles Turner said fans have been loyal through all of his life's changes. He said it was an absolute pleasure to play at Bankers Life and then later at Gainbridge Fieldhouse during his 10 years as an Indiana Pacer, and that the 317 will always be home. Turner signed a 4-year, $107 million deal with the Milwaukee Bucks on July 1st. And a basketball clinic on Thursday at Al Poland Park on the near north side of Indianapolis celebrated the unveiling of a newly upgraded WNBA All-Star Legacy Basketball Court. It's part of the WNBA All-Star 2025 Host Committee's goal of extending its influence beyond basketball. It's 4:04, your traffic and weather next.
You know exactly why you need to remodel that kitchen of yours. The space, it's outdated. You can't move around like you used to. It doesn't work like it needs to. You want to entertain and you want to improve your quality of life. This can happen, just not with the kitchen you have. You need to call Booher Remodeling, B-O-O-H-E-R, BooherRemodeling.com. They can take that old kitchen that's deteriorating and broken down and turn it into something that works for you and your family. Their 5-step design process from start to finish, the consultation, the preliminary design, the design development, getting all the documents together, and then getting it done. The best materials, the most skilled craftsmen in central Indiana. Booher Remodeling will guide you through the entire process, starting with the free initial consultation, and they stand behind their work with a 2-year workmanship guarantee. Create that new kitchen. Design experts can use an existing layout or begin completely from scratch. Talk to Booher Remodeling today. B-O-O-H-E-R. BooherRemodeling.com. That's BooherRemodeling.com.
WIBC traffic at 4:05. Here's Matt Bear.
Hamilton County, it is northbound 69 before Campus Parkway, and that's police activity blocking the left lane stop-and-go traffic to 126th Street for a 4-minute delay. Westbound is 70 loaded from rural into the north split, and then we're jammed from the north split to the south split. That's a 10-minute delay because of construction. Inbound 65, slow roll from 29 to Meridian Penn. Eastbound 70, stop-and-go Harding into the south split. That's because of traffic. South side eastbound 465 crash at I-69, and it's on both shoulders. After that, stop-and-go traffic from Harding Street into I-65, and northbound 65 slows from Southport Road up to 465 because of construction. Traffic sponsored by Speedway. Got one of those days that never stops? Try a stop at Speedway. Refresh the vibe with 69 cents large Big Gulp drinks. Speed Rewards app required. Valid through 8/26/25. See app for full terms. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Your American Standard Cooling Weather Center forecast.
A very warm Friday night is coming up for us with lows in the mid-70s, and then we're in for an active Saturday, hot and miserable as well. Spot shower chance Saturday morning leads to scattered shower, heavy downpour, thunderstorm activity Saturday afternoon into Saturday night. There is a low level 1 out of 5 severe risk for isolation on severe wind gusts. Localized flooding also be an issue as well for those who get in on prolonged heavy downpours. Highs will be in the low 90s, so it feels like temperatures near the triple digits on Saturday, and then still warm and humid Sunday. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Stephen Deanna for 93 WIBC.
And I'm Sean Herrick on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
Hammer and Nigel.
Can you believe these characters are weirdos?
So let's rock!
We want accountability. Here we are a year later, and we still don't know, the three of us, I'm speaking for the three of us, we still don't know anything more than we knew then.
Wow, has it been a year since Trump, in Butler, Pennsylvania, the attempt on Trump's life was made?
Sunday is 1 year.
Wow, that was the family of Corey. You can help me.
Comparator.
Yeah, man, I always mess that up. The man killed at the Trump rally in Pennsylvania last year. Trump, I mean, if he would have been, his head would have been swiveled an inch or a centimeter one way or another. He could have been killed too.
Correct.
So this is a guy, Comparator, that jumped on his family, that protected his family, and they still don't have answers.
No. It's wild to me that if you think about it this way, right? Some of the biggest stories in our lifetime, the mass shooting in Las Vegas, a city where everything is recorded, mind you, we have nothing on that guy. The Epstein stuff, apparently we have nothing on that. And the assassin or the attempted assassination of Donald Trump, nothing. Now, if somebody tries to shoot up a church or a school and they're a registered Republican, hot damn, we've got their social security number, their social media feed. By the end of the night, it's out there in the media. But the biggest stories, like, we've got nothing, and that's bizarre to me.
Well, we've got the fact that there were 6 Secret Service agents suspended, 6 of them suspended, but we're just finding out about it now, which is strange to me.
I mean, 8 shots were fired from a roof across from the president. Thomas Matthew Crooks, I believe that was the name of this little weasel. He had an AR, fired 8 shots. How is it that people that went to that event have cell phone video of all this taking place?
They saw him before. They saw him before.
Right.
It'll happen.
But Secret Service didn't really do anything. Like, it's hard to not be tinfoil hat when it comes to this kind of stuff here.
It's very hard for this one. I don't get it because there were people that were pointing this guy out
right
before he took the shots.
This past week, there was a TV station in Pennsylvania that got together some of the folks that got shot at that event and the family of the late Corey Comparator. He was a fire chief. He was approaching his birthday. And as you said earlier, Nige, he died by being a human shield, covering up his family as gunfire rang out and he was shot in the head. This is his mother speaking to a TV station in Pennsylvania.
I miss my boy. No other words. I miss him. I yearn for him.
And I get it. And the fact that we have nothing.
Heart-wrenching.
Nothing on Thomas Matthew Crooks. This little weasel, this guy, we've got nothing on him yet. A couple other attendees that day, David Dutch and Jim Koppenhaver, they were each seriously wounded. Dutch was shot in the abdomen, and a bullet split his liver, broke his ribs. Here he is speaking to Pennsylvania TV.
When it felt like somebody punched me right in the gut. I didn't hear any shots right away. We noticed some shrapnel flying, and we were didn't know what it was. And then I got hit, and then round shrapnel was flying everywhere, and I was just yelling for people to get down. Broke ribs, shattered the ribs in that area. They were in little pieces.
I mean, just because others didn't die didn't mean they're not screwed up. This David Dutch individual, his injuries have made it so that he can't go back to work. He has bullets permanently lodged in his body. And that's the same thing with Jim Koppenhaven. He was there. He lost part of his colon. A bullet is still lodged in his body. And this past week, all the family members got together. Family of the fallen Corey Comparator, his sisters, his mom, along with David Dutch and Jim Koppenhaven, they all got together. They spoke with a TV station, and here is Corey Comparator's sisters speaking to those who were shot but survived at that Trump rally.
Honestly, we pray for you all the time. All the time.
I think that's what got me through it, was the praying.
My brother doesn't remember what happened that day. And you do.
Oh, yeah.
So we pray for you, not just for your physical well-being, but you were there. And you have the emotional scars too. And we want God to take care of you. We want God to bless you and continue to bless you and to restore your health.
It's always fascinating when you hear such positivity coming out of people who have seen the worst.
Yeah.
We've spoken to a number of people, like locally, that have had that happen. The Shanavaz family, the Blackwell family, they've each been the victims of just horrific violence.
I don't know how they do it.
And their faith.
Well, I do know how
gets
they do
them through.
It is their faith. Yes, it's God.
But the sisters of the fallen, they're still angry at Secret Service.
As far as the Secret Service, you failed my brother. You failed our family. How does this 20-year-old snot-nosed kid outsmart the Secret Service? And we have all seen the videos.
Yeah, someone's on top of the roof. Look.
They're everywhere.
There
There's
he is
people
right there.
saying there's a guy on the roof.
Right there, see him?
He has a gun. Why did they walk him out? Why? If they would have waited one more minute until the threat had subsided, this whole thing would have taken a totally different trajectory, and my brother would still be alive.
She goes on to say, quote, "We want somebody named. We want names. That's what we want. We want accountability. People should be fired. This should have happened before now. Here we are a year later, and we still don't know, the three of us, I'm speaking for the three of us, we still don't know anything more than what we knew then."
Right.
Except now that we know, I don't think we knew that 6 Secret Service members were suspended on that, after in the aftermath. That's just coming out now. But it was certainly, I'll never forget that.
I mean, there's a camera view from that stage where you can see the roof across, the field, and a dude walking around. Like, if we can see that, why can't trained Secret Service, who have the most important man in the world, see that?
They took him out. There's no question they took the
after
shooter
shots
out.
were fired.
Yeah, I know.
Like, it can't get to that point.
I don't get it.
The public can't see these things first. And if the public does see it first, then it should not be that long afterwards until Secret Service eliminates the threat. Right? So that's why I say it's hard not to be tinfoil hat when it comes to all this stuff. There was a political party that tried their damnedest to lock him up. There have been multiple assassination attempts on his life. And it's ridiculous we don't know more information on Thomas Matthew Crooks. Nige,
yes.
McDonald's, they brought the snack wrap back? I saw people posting pictures about this.
The snack
my cousin
wraps.
Kurt was really excited about this. The snack wrap is back at McDonald's.
Cousin Kurt was very jovial. Very
He was. Used to work here.
Okay.
Used to be Tony Katz's producer.
He was very excited about the snack wraps.
He was celebrating like the Pacers had won Game 7, that the snack wrap from McDonald's was back. And here's an AI diss track that McDonald's released. I'm sorry,
wait.
that Popeyes released.
The competition.
Right. Popeyes put together a little AI tribute to flame McDonald's for rolling out the snack wrap out of retirement.
We gon' get it poppin' like Louisiana cooking grease. Popeyes drop the chicken wrap and it's a classic in the streets. I'm about this chicken minding business, I don't want no beef. Clowns got back to rapping, it was cool, but it ain't moving me.
We are not the same, I've been the favorite, so I let you cook. Popeyes got it like the streets agree, and that's a major look.
We just do it better, stacking cheddar, yeah, we eating good.
Breaded and it's battered, yeah, I know our chicken's got you shook.
You can bite our raps, but know the recipe is different.
All right with this?
We do it better, stacking cheddar. That's a great line.
It is. It is. We need to have more fast food feuds. It's hard to say. Fast food feuds. We need more of those. Because I think when they compete against each other, they start having better deals for all of us, right? So we need Burger King to step up their game. We need Rallies and Hardee's to step up their game so they can all fight, and then we start getting better deals as a whole.
Okay.
It's at this point in the week every Friday where producer Allison, she puts together a few isolated pieces of audio that sum up the Hammer and Nigel show. This is a little weekend review courtesy of producer Allison.
Why am I looking at a picture of our traffic guy, Matt Bear, taking off a robe and dancing around in a bikini?
He has RFF, resting fart face.
My, for lack of a better word, balls were felt up.
Tampon Laskowski.
I'm not getting on a meth trolley. American ingenuity at its finest, and I don't even think she was American.
No!
He's still got some things to learn, like how to leave me alone.
It's not gay if it's TSA.
He's making a face like he just smelled an egg fart.
Right.
Yeah.
I think I know somebody on meth when I see him.
I was going to say centipede!
Ronald McDonald and Kathy Griffin. Their careers ended at the same time, and I've never seen the two in the same room together.
This sucks. I suck.
I hope you kill yourself, you fat Zionsville bastard. God, I hate the way you smell. There it is. The weekend review from producer Allison.
Some of those I remember. Some of those I have no idea what context those were. But that was great.
Matt Bear.
Northbound 69 right now before Campus Parkway. The police activity cleared. We still have a slowdown after State Road 37 up to 126th Street. Inbound 69 stop and go 106 to 82nd. Inbound 70 slows rural into the north split and jam to the south split. That southbound 65-70 delay is stopped. It's because of construction and we're delayed 8 minutes. Eastbound 70 stop and go from Belmont to the south split. And that's a 5-minute delay. Northbound 65 south side construction delay. So we're stop and go from Stop 11 Road up to 465. And then again, after South Keystone Avenue into the south split. Traffic sponsored by the International Hot Rod Association. Nitro is back. The IHRA Outlaw Nitro Series is lighting up the track. Grab your tickets today. Only at IHRA.com. That's IHRA.com. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
On the YouTube chat, Vic Ferrari writes, Marconi. That's it.
Is that it? All
if
right.
Allison's weekend review doesn't win a Marconi award, take that award and just flush it in the toilet because it means nothing. Speaking of the YouTube chat, we need 45 people. 45 brave, badass, sexy Hoosiers, people who look good naked, people who are ready to have the greatest weekend of their lives to go to the WIBC YouTube chat. You can do it on a desktop. You can do it on your phone. Go to the YouTube page of WIBC. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a like, because that gets the digital department off of our ass. If you've ever had a boss that gives you a bunch of crap and you just wanted them to shut up, now you know what we're dealing with. So help us out a little bit. We're working for you guys. All we're asking is 45 more people who are ready to have the greatest weekend of their lives. Give us a thumbs up on that YouTube chat. Help us get well over 100. All right, right now, we're looking at cloudy skies, 92 at the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. Is this anything? Next.
I love my Berlin Outdoor Gardens furniture that I got from Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus. My wife and I sit out on the patio every night. As a matter of fact, now through Monday, you can save an extra 25% off all in-stock outdoor furniture. Sleep 10 degrees cooler at the lowest price guaranteed on every mattress. Save up to 50%. Lazy Boys, Smith Brothers, and more. We're talking free delivery. The sale ends Monday at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus.
These guys support what we do here at Hammer and Nigel Show. So next time you need a new Tempur-Pedic mattress, or maybe some outdoor patio furniture, perhaps a new love seat, Thompson Furniture and Mattress, that's where you want to go. Owned and operated by the same family since 1927. And yes, free delivery and setup if you live within 75 miles of their store. These guys are the best. Love these guys. Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus. Tell them Hammer and Nigel sent you.
Oh, man, I think it'd be super cool to go to Symphony on the Prairie and check out Tusk, which is the Fleetwood Mac tribute band. And if you're a AAA member, you get big savings on those summer night concerts. 20% off tickets to any show. AAA, saving you money on outdoor music and vacations.
Going to Symphony on the Prairie, always fun. Same with going on vacation. And AAA members, you save when you have a AAA membership. You get vacation discounts, hotels, rental cars, and even complimentary travel planning. Plus, if you're running into trouble out on the road, AAA has you covered. Flat tire, dead battery, lock your keys in the car, whatever. AAA is there 24/7, 365, no matter where your travels take you. So do yourself a favor. Join AAA today or buy somebody you love a membership. Visit AAA.com or give them a call at 844-GO. AAA GO, or stop by any AAA office.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. Stroke risk may increase. Eliquis can cause serious and potentially fatal bleeding. Don't take if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or bleed longer. A spinal injection increases blood clot risk, which may cause paralysis. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
PA Jewelers at the Farmhouse is now open and ready to serve you. Whether you're buying jewelry or selling jewelry, PA Jewelers has got you covered. One-of-a-kind pieces, vintage pieces. Make an appointment, sit down with them in the buy room, and find out how you can get that special piece made just for you. Easy to get to in Brownsburg. See everything they have to offer in a no-pressure environment. PA Jewelers at the Farmhouse, now open in Brownsburg. 317-456-4010. That's 456-4010. Or online at pajewelers.jewelry. pajewelers.jewelry.
Americans love using their credit cards, the most secure and hassle-free way to pay. But D.C. politicians want to change that with the Durbin-Marshall credit card bill. This bill lets corporate megastores pick how your credit card is processed, allowing them to use untested payment networks that jeopardize your data security and rewards. Corporate megastores will make more money, and you pay the price. Tell Congress to guard your card, because Americans lose when politicians choose. Learn more at guardyourcard.com. Paid for by the Electronic Payments Coalition.
Do you need air conditioning service and want to work with a local independent dealer that you can trust, like Stevenson Heating and Cooling? We'll find that American Standard Air dealer at IndyHomeComfort.com.
Hammer and Nigel presents
It depends upon what the meaning of the word is.
Is this anything?
All right, let's rock and roll.
Do it. Brought to you by Indiana Unclaimed, presented by the Attorney General's office here in Indiana, reuniting Hoosiers with over $1 million in unclaimed property every single week. Fast, easy, and free to search. If you got any money flowing around out there, IndianaUnclaimed.gov.
Is this anything? A billboard in Cleveland says, quote, "Yes, I buy crack houses." It was put up by an out-of-state investor, and it's drawing criticism to the city of Cleveland.
Oh.
Here's the man behind the billboards defending his message.
What we do is we buy homes generally that are dilapidated, abandoned, not occupying, no one's living in them. And so what we do is we buy these properties, we fix up these homes, and they're affordable housing. When you have a headline, when you mention crack houses or abandoned houses, it gets attention.
Yeah.
It brings attention to the issue, and it also brings in leads for which we could acquire these properties that are just sitting there, and it's a big win for everyone.
That's something. It's genius. Well, he did the perfect explanation. I'm trying to get attention. I'm running a business. I'll buy your crack house.
Right.
And I know what to do. I know the secrets. Like Ethan Hatcher, Saturday Nights on the Circle, one of the hosts, one of the fill-in guys that comes here. I'm sure he's bought a crack house before. I'm not going to speak for him. I don't know for sure.
You're saying Ethan Hatcher is the official crack correspondent of the Hammer and Nigel show?
I'm saying that he buys these dilapidated houses and fixes them up and turns them into affordable housing where families can go. This guy's just trying to get attention. This guy's advertising, and it's work. And we're talking about it in Indianapolis. I love it, and I love the fact that this guy is knows what he's doing. Maybe Ethan could take a page out of that.
I would love to see Ethan Hatcher put up signs. I will buy your crack house. Saturday Nights on the Circle, 93 WIBC. That'd be fantastic. This brings us to great moments in crack history. This is the non-Hunter Biden division, because we could do a whole segment on Hunter Biden alone.
We could do a whole show.
Right. Non-Hunter Biden division.
All right.
Great moments in crack history from the great state of Louisiana. Here is Senator Kennedy.
If you hate cops just because they're cops, then the next time you get in trouble, call a crackhead.
Great moments in crack history.
I love that guy.
The old movie Lean on Me from the 80s, where Morgan Freeman played Crazy Joe Clark.
You smoke crack, don't you? You smoke crack, don't you? Look at me, boy. Don't you smoke crack?
Do you know the name of the character that the little boy was?
Sam's.
Sam's, yeah.
Sam's. Fun facts for kids. Morgan Freeman has a complaint against the Hammer and Nigel show, a cease and desist.
That's right.
We did an impersonation of Morgan Freeman reading Trump tweets back in the day. And I guess his law team, they're like hawks. And they saw the podcast. And somewhere in the legal office of WIBC, there's a cease and desist from Morgan Freeman for the Hammer and Nigel show.
Whatever. I think we could do it again because that was when we were with the previous company.
Correct.
So.
And last but not least, great moments in crack history. On an episode of Chappelle's show, Dave Chappelle's character, Tyrone Biggums, they were trying to get him to go to a rehab meeting, but they had to trick him so he would actually show up on time.
He's always late.
No, he'll be here in 3, 2, 1.
Is this a 5 o'clock free crack giveaway?
Great moments in crack history.
Quality Supply and Tool, your premier supplier of construction equipment, tools, and supplies, is looking for drivers to serve out of their Indianapolis location. They're currently accepting applications for both CDL and non-CDL drivers. Quality Supply and Tool offers competitive pay to qualified applicants. Please contact Brian Myers for more information at 317-690-2016. That's Brian Myers at Quality Supply and Tool, 317-690-2016. 317-690-2016.
I'm a grandson, a son. I'm an employee and a mentor. I'm a father to 2 beautiful kids and a husband to an amazing wife.
and I have a substance use disorder. In other words, I'm living in recovery with an addiction. And now that you know, will you let it change how you see me? It's okay to see my addiction, but I want you to know it's people choosing to see me as a person that changed my life.
See the person, not just their disease. Learn more at cbeyondtheaddiction.org.
It's the first day of the first grade, and she found a new best friend. It's a laid-back Sunday afternoon, you wish would never end. The homemade taste of Bluebell and good friends gathered round. The good old days are being made right now.
You'll be one smart cookie when you try Bluebell Cookie Cake Ice Cream. A sweet cream ice cream loaded with chocolate chip cookie cake pieces and swirls of chocolate and vanilla icing. This cookie cake ice cream really takes the cake.
The good old days are being made right now. The good old days are being made right now.
Look for Bluebell ice cream at Meijer stores.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Why there was crime scene tape and a family in tears. Sunny and 88 degrees in the Circle City with lows tonight in the 70s. I'm John Herrick. Here's what's trending at 4:32. A toddler is dead. Ryan Hedrick standing outside Methodist Hospital with the latest.
Right now, there's a woman with a red shirt and a badge holding a clipboard, consoling a woman who is just distraught right now. Several family members are outside this emergency room, and police say shortly after noon, two of them brought in a little girl who was in a home alone, unsecured with guns. That girl got a hold of one of the guns and shot herself. Police say this could have been avoided, and right now family members are said to be cooperating with the cops. Officer Tommy Thompson with Indy Metro Police says, as a community, we must do better. Reporting from Methodist Hospital in downtown Indianapolis, Ryan Hedrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Minors were among those arrested in the raid of a Southern California cannabis farm Thursday. Acting ICE Director Todd Lyons defended the raid.
We had a criminal warrant. We were going after a marijuana grow facility, which happens to donate to Governor Newsom. And we did it the right way that everybody wanted, serving a criminal warrant against an American business that's harboring and trafficking illegal immigration.
It's called Glass House Farms, and they're now being under investigation for child labor violations. Severe weather is possible this weekend in Indiana.
Pretty much a statewide threat, although as you go across the state on Saturday, it's going to be more to the north, maybe like Muncie up to Fort Wayne is where severe weather would be focused, then across into like northern Ohio.
Alex McGinnis with the National Weather Service in Indianapolis says heavy rain could fall at times, and that could bring about flooding concerns. And the television series
I can't do this all on my own. No,
Scrubs is making a comeback with a reboot set for ABC. It originally aired on NBC for its first 7 seasons from 2001 to 2008, followed by 2 seasons on ABC from 2009 to 2010. When speaking about the reboot, series creator Bill Lawrence said, "Scrubs means so very much to me. So excited for the chance to get the band back together." And now time for your closing bell report on 93 WIBC. Rough day on Wall Street. The Dow Jones Industrial Average finished the day down 279 points to 44,371. The S&P 500 dropped 21 points to 6,259. And the NASDAQ fell 45 points to 20,585. It's 4:34. Your traffic and weather in a moment.
Everybody knows Hubler's got the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles. But did you know? Now you can get that same limited powertrain warranty on new Toyotas. Introducing the all-new Hubler Toyota. Get grand opening savings all month long. And right now, lease a new 2025 RAV4, just $349 per month. Or a new Tacoma, $299 per month. Plus, choose from Camrys, Corollas, Highlanders, Tundras, and more.
Hubler's got you covered.
At the all-new Hubler Toyota on US 31 South in Indianapolis. Visit HublerToyota.com. grand opening savings, and the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles.
Cover me!
Select models, approved credit, plus tax tag title license 199 dealer doc. RAV4 model 4432, Tacoma model 7540, 36 months, $29.99 due, 0 security, 10,000 annual miles, 15 cents per mile thereafter. Expires 7/31.
With traffic at 435, here's Matt Bear.
All right, John, Southside northbound 65 stop and go traffic from Stop 11 Road up to 465 because of construction, and that construction slowdown continues from South Keystone Avenue into the South Split. Westbound 70 stop and go from Rural Street into the North Split. Southbound 65-70 jammed from the North Split to the South Split for an 11-minute delay because of construction. Inbound 65 dragging from MLK to Meridian Penn. Eastbound 75-minute delay from Tibbs into the South Split. North side, westbound 465 stop and go from Meridian to Ditch. And on the east side, southbound 465 slows before 70 down to 74. Traffic sponsored by Indy Decorative Concrete. Make summer nights unforgettable with Indy Decorative Concrete. Get 50% off a stunning fire pit with their first stamped and their best stamped concrete patio package. Hurry, offer ends September 1st. Visit IndyDecorativeConcrete.com. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
And the forecast from the American Standard Cooling Weather Center.
Warm tonight with spot shower chance Saturday morning. Turns to scattered shower, heavy downpour storm activity Saturday afternoon and night. There's a low risk for isolated strong severe wind gusts and some local flooding. Hot and miserable as well with highs in the low 90s. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Stephen Deanna for 93 WIBC.
And I'm Sean Herrick on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
You're listening to the Hammer and Nigel Show.
I'm Nigel. Hammer's over there with a very special in-studio guest.
This is where we get a spike in YouTube viewership when we bring Matt Bear, the traffic beast, in studio. We put a dedicated camera on him. Matt, how the heck are you?
I don't know if I believe that or not. Do you really get a spike in the YouTube numbers?
Sure we do.
Oh, cool. Hi, everybody.
Now, it's really not the compliment you think it is, being the best-looking guy in the room, because look who you're in the room with. It's like being the valedictorian of summer school right now, Matt. Congratulations.
Right, I'm just happy to be here. Let's say that. Just happy to be here. That's my middle name.
Your bikini video looked fantastic, though.
Thank you. I thought I looked really good.
Explain to people what you're talking about.
So, the other day I said if we could get 100 thumbs up, 100 likes on our YouTube feed by 4:30, I would put a AI-created bikini video of producer Allison out there. But since Grandma over here isn't any fun, she put the kibosh on that. So that's when Matt Bear was like, I'll do it.
Thank you, Matt.
We made this lovely AI video where Matt Bear, disrobes, and
it's the head of Matt Bear, but the body of Elizabeth Hurley.
Yes,
really.
That's who was my body? I didn't know it was Elizabeth Hurley.
Well, I don't know.
It's very similar. Yes.
Well, I'm kind of excited about that now that you mention it. It's funny because in the image I take off my shirt. And what you see is not what you expect. It's a total M. Night Shyamalan.
My wife would say the same about me.
Right. It's like, surprise. And, no, that was
a couple double D's in there.
Thank you.
No bulge. I mean, it was a great video. Hammer. I mean, really nice.
On the next one, we can do more of that, all that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Freddie in the YouTube chat wants to know, I think he's watching the stream and he sees your Rob Kendall-esque medium shirt. Does Matt Bear take steroids?
No. No, I can't afford them.
He works in radio, Freddie.
Ever since they closed the border, I can't get the good stuff anymore.
The best steroids coming from Mexico.
How do you get the bulging muscles? Like I know doing curls and lifting weights, I understand that, but there's stuff that you could do to enhance. I mean, you've got there's I'm looking at bulges right now. All
Allison,
over your
is
body.
it too late to put that in the montage for this week? Nigel saying, I'm looking at bulges right now.
I'm looking at bulges all over Matt Bear's body.
Good Lord.
Is it creatine?
There is creatine involved. Yes, I take it post-workout, and it has 4 grams of creatine.
Blood pressure okay? Because creatine gave me high blood pressure.
See, that's the way it was when we were kids. I know exactly what you were talking about. When you take that supplement, and so many of our supplements, like back in the 90s and 2000s, it was just an awful process. You had to drink like scoops and scoops of it throughout throughout the day just to get your body accustomed to it, and then it can finally absorb the creatine. Now it's perfectly healthy. All those stigmas have kind of dissolved around it. So it's that. I do take some supplements. Everything over the counter, just so you know. And but outside of that, it's lifestyle and routine. You got to do the diet. You got to do the whole thing, and not drinking. Is
No
a big
more,
part of it.
no more taking pulls from the vodka bottle.
No,
during breaks.
That's not conducive to a healthy lifestyle.
Nope.
The vodka, if I may say so, not conducive to a healthy workout. Can't be drunk if you want to do that. So no, it's thanks for saying something, but it's just anything anybody else can do, not genetics or anything. It's just hard work, man. That's all.
As the traffic beast here, am I saying that 65 is going to be closing?
Yes.
What?
Yes,
Where?
on the south side.
Oh, come on.
Always on the south
What?
side. Always with the south side.
Boy, that thing's brutal right now. The south side is
I
just
know.
rough.
It sucks.
It's so bad. Northbound 65 from 465 up to the south split, shutting down tonight at 9 p.m. for the weekend. It should be reopened by Monday morning rush hour. That is the plan. But yeah, all those lanes and all those ramps are going to close. The fun part about this, if you guys tried 31 East on the south side from 465, it's under construction too. So the reroute is also tore up. I mean, I went through there today and it was just chewed to life. I mean, it's marked where you have the oncoming traffic coming towards each other. And it's,
so we're at 31 South for a remote broadcast tomorrow. Like 31 East, though, is the bad part, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Madison Avenue is technically what it is, but it's still 31 East as you come on.
I
from
don't
the
go
south
out
side.
just for kicks to try and maneuver the construction traffic on the weekends, but I know that's part of your job. Is that what you really did? Is that
Today I just had to run errands to the south side.
Okay.
To get supplements. And what I noticed was I was coming down there is if some people were doing really well in the construction zone, but it was that guy with the souped up car. You know, he has the Ford Focus, whatever, and he has the spoiler on it, and
The
cherry
loud
bombs
muffler,
underneath,
the
and really
muffler.
loud.
And
This
a very small weenie,
Yeah,
probably.
he has a small wiener for sure, and he's just weaving out. I mean, he takes the line and goes past 3 cars as he's passing into this construction zone, and I'm like, dude, it's just not worth it. But there's some of that going on. Everybody else was well behaved, but man, it's going to be slow. It's a slow summer in Indy. Construction everywhere.
The YouTube chat loves like the Hammer and Nigel family, right? Because we got questions right now. Somebody is asking Matt, do you get a lot of chicks? And then we've got somebody asking Allison, come on, change your mind on the AI grandma.
A lot going on.
Let's start with Allison.
Wait, the AI grandma? Oh, you're
You can
calling
make me an AI grandma.
No, they're calling Allison grandma because she didn't want the AI video put out on our
did enough
social
for
media.
this show.
She
Do
didn't
we
want
pull
the
out my
bikini
list?
video.
But do you get a lot of chicks, Matt? How's the love life?
I get a lot of interest. I'm really picky right now, and that's not to sound
It's
pretentious.
got to be
or
the
uppity
right
or
chick,
anything.
man.
It's got to be the right one.
It's got to be the right one.
You don't want some prude like, who over here?
The way it goes, I mean, look at it, guys. I mean, we're in our mid to late 40s, rounding a quarter to 50, and you're single, you're
Tell
a
me about
bachelor. You're taking the fact, me being a recovering alcoholic, that was my go-to was drinks. You want to go for drinks? That's cut out, and not to mention I don't do online dating, so it takes some elbow grease, it takes some work, to get something going. And right now, I'm just so really satisfied with my work and what I'm doing. I enjoy doing the thing, and I'm not going to push it. I'm not going to force it.
I think you know enough people, though. You have a large enough network to where you could be set up.
Yes.
And not necessarily, I'm not talking about the dating apps, Hammer, but he knows enough people that you could be set up. You know someone who knows someone who knows, you'd be perfect for this guy.
I saw a woman. Yeah. Speaking of, I saw a woman who was, she was in kind of the thing that I do with recovery. And I asked a friend about her, and she said, I'll get back to you on that. I think you guys would be perfect. She's going to become a nomad and travel across the country. And I'm like, yeah, that's pretty much how it goes for me. I get interested in them, and then they take off from the city. They totally leave. Yeah. So,
you dodged a bullet.
Yeah, thank you,
Yeah,
Allison.
probably dodge a bullet with that
But
one.
you think about it, it's like, man, I really kind of liked her. It stings a little bit, even though it's nothing that you did wrong. But let's say I feel like options are more limited than when we were in the 20s. It's harder to date, even though there's also this Match and eHarmony and Facebook dating 1,000 things out there. And that's
See, it
my
feels
fault.
like it should be easier because back in our day, we had to have actual game. There was no social media. There was no texting. You had to ask a girl out. You had to work hard.
Yeah, and you had to sleep in their lawns, and you had to.
I once asked a girl, I go, here's a shot of Jaeger, and are you on the pill? And that was my.
And they've been married 22 years since then. Lindsay Leskowski.
That was a first date. I said, "Hi, I'm Nigel. Left hand or right hand? No, it's cool, man. It's like I'm looking, but I'm not desperate. You know, that's where I'm at, and that's totally. I know I'm an anomaly as far as that goes. People are like, "Dude, you're 46. You know, you're single. You're either
whatever, man.
You either got baggage or you're gay. One or the other." And I'm like, I have baggage. I'm not gay. I just, there's just
Even
I'm not
if you
forcing
were.
it right now.
That's not like chicks don't have baggage too, Matt. Good Lord.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing is I don't want to waste anybody's time. And actually, that's the heart of the matter. I feel bad if I'm dating somebody my age, especially if they're divorced or have children, just because, I don't know where I'm at in my life if I'm a very good fit, you know.
I don't
and all
know.
that.
As long as I've known you, I don't know if you want a starter family.
See, I
You
don't.
want a starter family?
I like women with children.
Okay.
Because it says they have, to me, and I could be totally wrong about this, whatever. It says to me that there's some sense of responsibility there. That there is something,
interesting. Okay.
That there's something that
What if she has
accountable.
14?
Well, there's a lot of responsibility there with 14.
There's also
kids.
some irresponsibility involved in there.
Don't expect me to take up like 4 or 5 of them. Let's just say that. I've made it through without that so far.
Joking aside here, Matt Bear co-hosts one of the absolute best podcasts you're going to find supporting sobriety. It's Matt Bear and Ryan Hedrick from our WIBC newsroom. Both of you guys are in recovery from different issues. Matt, with you, it was alcohol. With Ryan, it was drugs. And you put this podcast together. And again, yes, it can help those who are struggling with addiction, but it's really designed to help those who want to help those struggling.
That's right, man. And you can find Supporting Sobriety anywhere, Spotify, Apple, wherever you like to go. And it's a podcast where when you're a recovering alcoholic or addict, and I'm both, and Ryan's a recovering addict, when you're in recovery, you have this thing called a living amends. There are a lot of people that I screwed over. A lot of people, I said terrible things to, feelings that I hurt. So this is kind of a living amends to kind of give this podcast to the caregiver, kind of give a message back to. We don't get into the nitty gritty, the weeds of recovery, because that's for people in recovery.
And it's not real preachy either. That's what I love about your podcast. You're not trying to be high and mighty. You're speaking from the heart about some of the horrible, rotten ass things you've done.
Yeah, it's that, and explaining some of these recovery tenets to the caregiver or somebody who might be ignorant to no fault of their own. If you haven't experienced it, you haven't experienced. But preaching us, no. It's like I said this from the very beginning, and this is something we're taught in recovery. If somebody's drinking and you're not, then it's up to you to respond. Do you go to the party? Well, if they're drinking and I can't handle that, I'm not going to expect them to stop drinking. I'm going to expect me to not drink and to do what I can to protect my sobriety. That's how that works. It's a blessing because you all of a sudden start looking at life from other people's perspective while knowing how to take care of yourself. So there are two really cool things, really mature things for people who, in my case, I speak for myself only, who didn't mature until they stopped drinking. I was very... I'm even ashamed to say it this way. I did not start becoming a man until I sobered up. I hate saying that because I didn't start sobering up until I was 41.
Sometimes the truth is tough, though, man.
It is. It sucks, dude. I hate saying that because there's so many things that I've done in the past. There are so many things like people I took advantage of and everything where I just look back. And I have days, guys, where I absolutely hated that person, that drunk, that alcoholic. And I'm not trying to bring people down on a Friday, but the beautiful thing is when you make it through and you get to a point and you become a guy like Ryan Hedrick, somebody, this spiritual bastion, this person who just lives, breathes, eats recovery, or somebody like me who's there.
Dude, Ryan is amazing. Ryan is amazing in these hallways.
Yeah.
By the way.
Yeah.
He'll give you a random hug.
Yeah.
He'll just sit there and talk to you. Ryan's amazing.
The dude's the real deal. He is so the real deal, and it's a privilege to do the podcast with him. But do you guys want to hear the clip? Do we have time for the clip?
Yeah, let's do the clip.
All right. The sober. We're talking about the sober life, and Ryan and I know we've talked about this a lot. We're not trying to beat it into the ground, but we both celebrated big birthdays and anniversaries, and birthdays are so important to the recovered alcoholic and addict because it's like, wow, I didn't even think I could get a day without drinking, and now I have 4 years, and it's such such a beautiful accord, doing that a day at a time. But the thing is, and one thing, you always have that disease of addiction kind of lurking around the corner. It's always to the attitude of, we still haven't made it. Early recovery, I think about it through all my relapses. My sponsors, my caregivers, those are some tough days for the caregiver. I mean, especially if you have a history of relapse like I did. I mean, you can take that 6-month coin and people are like, yeah, that's cool. That's, we've been here before. And still have that anxiety, that at any moment. And listen, you and I know at any moment we could go out and use.
Yeah, it's like waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Yeah,
I know my mom still years and years and years down the line is waiting for a phone call that she's going to get from some corner in Indianapolis where we taped this show saying that her son fatally overdosed. And that's a natural reaction.
Wow.
Matt, we got 30 seconds. I'm going to give you the last word.
Okay, the point of that is to say it's not so much tormenting Ryan's mother anymore. It's understanding that we have to continue to do the work, that we are never out of the woods. We have the best life we could possibly have right now in sobriety. And as we continue on, we have to understand that the little things add up and eventually lead to relapse. We have to make sure we take care of the little things. We have to do our business. At Sobriety Pod, at Sobriety_pod, at X, Instagram. Find us anywhere. It's just a privilege. It really is.
Love you, Matt.
Love you guys.
See you,
Thanks for
it's
having
the Hammer
me.
and Nigel Show.
There's something timeless about radio. It's where stories are told, ideas are shared, and communities stay connected. Our generation grew up with it, and we still believe in the power of tuning in. At Howard Bailey Financial, we believe planning for retirement should feel just as familiar and trusted. That's why we're bringing real conversations and practical advice to the airwaves. Join us every Sunday at 9 p.m. for our Retire with Purpose Radio Hour, right here on 93.1 WIBC. We'll talk about what really matters in retirement, income you can count on, choices you can feel good about, and a future that reflects your values. Because some things, like good planning and good radio, never go out of style. Howard Bailey Financial, retirement planning that speaks your language. Howard Bailey Securities, LLC is an independent financial services firm and uses a variety of different investment strategies. Please see disclosures at howardbailey.com. The Retire with Purpose Radio Hour is a paid placement on each airing station.
Summer is here, and that means it's time for new flooring in your home. Brothers Floor Covering is ready to help. Brand new carpet, hardwoods, laminates, and luxury vinyl plank in stock now. Plus, Brothers Floor Covering can get your new flooring installed in as little as 2 weeks. Visit Brothers Floor Covering today at their new location, 8550 North Michigan Road. Discover why buying local means getting more, not paying more. Get the flooring of your dreams installed now. Go to brothers-floorcovering.com. That's brothers-floorcovering.com.
At Hendricks, our cancer care
is in the details.
When you are with us, and you have our time and you have our energy.
We have a wonderful team of highly trained oncologists, physical therapists, speech pathologists, dietitians.
Always making sure that the patient is the center of the care.
We have excellent nurse navigation that are skilled at identifying barriers to treatment, as well as expertise from Mayo Clinic.
It is more personal care than just a number.
Visit hendricks.org/cancer.
I'm a proud owner of B-Window.
I'm a proud B-Window owner.
I'm a proud B-Window owner.
When you work with a local, employee-owned home improvement company like B-Window, quality comes first because your home improvements are a reflection of our business. And for a limited time, we're extending our employee discount to you, up to 55% off all products and services, plus 18 months, no interest, no payments. Trust local, trust employee-owned, trust your home to be.
Trust me.
Galaxy Concrete Coatings. They can do your garage, your basement, your pool deck, any indoor or outdoor area concrete. You want this beautiful finish, this awesome coating. It's 4 times stronger. They get it done in as little as a day. They did my garage. My garage was just so gross and dirty and cracked and uneven, and it's totally something different now. They also came and did my basement utility room as well. Total pros, the best in the business. Check out their website, galaxyconcretecoatings.com, or give them a call, 751-9070, and tell them Nigel sent you.
Join Mark Patrick seminars and lose the weight guaranteed. Early bird special only $49.99. Hypnosis to destroy unwanted cravings. Also, stop smoking with Mark Patrick. Destroy your desire to smoke without cravings, irritability, weight gain, or your money back. Seminars July 31st at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites in Noblesville. Weight loss seminar 5:30 p.m. Stop smoking seminar 8 p.m. And Saturday, August 2nd at the Holiday Inn Indianapolis Airport. Weight loss seminar 11 a.m. Stop smoking seminar 2 p.m. Register at markpatrickseminars.com.
Tune in Saturdays 9 to 1 for the Home and Garden Show for advice and fun. Brought to you by Michaelis. Water, storms, fire, and wet basements. Life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it.
Trust employee owned. B Windows extending our employee discount to you. Up to 55% off, plus 18 months, no interest, no payments. Trust your home to be.
July is here, so you know what that means. The golf outing powered by Franciscan Health is almost teeing off. Join us Thursday, August 7th at the Legends Golf Club in Franklin. Grab your crew for a day full of big swings and good times. Sign up now at 1075thefan.com.
All right, Matt, what's up?
Northwest side, northbound 465 crash at 865 in the center lane. We're stopped at 79th. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, B Window is extending their employee discount to you. Get 55% off all products and services, plus 18 months, no interest or payments. Trust a local. Trust employee owned. Trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
91 at the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. It's the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Without an Advent clinic nearby, people suffering needlessly from chronic nasal congestion and sinus infections would be stuck with either Band-Aid or Sledgehammer solutions. Band-Aids are pills or nasal sprays, and they're not true solutions. Surgery is a sledgehammer, and that's what we're trying to avoid. Because most people don't need surgery for nose and sinus issues, nor do they want a 14-day recovery. Our unique Advent approach can, in 20 minutes in our office, open your blocked nose for good, with only 1 day recovery. I'm Advent founder Dr. Kandula. Outside of Advent's four walls, invasive surgery is what they'll recommend. But here you will find effective and convenient in-office solutions to help you stop the need for Band-Aids and avoid the sledgehammer.
Go to adventknows.com to schedule your appointment, because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better. Most insurance accepted.
Hi, it's T. Brian Hayes here from the Retirement Money Matters Show. Well, 2025 is half over, and that means it's checkup time. Many people have checkups from their doctor at this time of year to evaluate their health and make adjustments if necessary. The same thing needs to be done with your retirement plan. Join me this weekend as we prepare you for your mid-year retirement checkup by going over some vital information from the retirement doctor. The Retirement Money Matters Show airs this Saturday morning at 6 a.m. right here on WIBC.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. Stroke risk may increase. Eliquis can cause serious and potentially fatal bleeding. Don't take if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or bleed longer. A spinal injection increases blood clot risk, which may cause paralysis. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Fill your tank. Don't drain your wallet. Sam's Club lets you save time at the pump with Scan and Go checkout at Sam's Club fuel stations. Just scan the QR code on the pump and pay. Visit your local Sam's Club today.
Are you tired of high cable TV rates? Sign up for Dish today and get a $500 bonus offer while supplies last. Plus, lock in your price for 2 years guaranteed. Call All American Dish, your Dish authorized retailer now.
800-296-1251. 800-296-1251. That's 800-296-1251.
Offers require credit qualification, 24-month commitment, early termination fee, and e-auto pay. Restrictions apply. Call for details.
Your local news, traffic, and weather all coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recycler Studios. You're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1 Indianapolis, and it's now 5 o'clock.
A message of love and support for Texas. I'm Lisa Brady, Fox News, delivered by the President and First Lady.
We are grieving with you. Our nation is grieving with you.
They've been speaking at a roundtable event in Kerrville after meeting with families and first responders and seeing damage firsthand from last Friday's flash flooding.
Just hard to believe what I've never seen anything like it. A little narrow river that becomes a monster. And that's what happened.
President Trump says angels were lost.
Dozens and dozens of precious children taken from us with such... I looked at the pictures of almost all of them, and it's terrible.
The flooding is blamed for at least 120 deaths in all, with more than 170 others still listed as missing. One reporter asking about local alerts not going out in time. The president calling that an evil question. Texas Congressman Chip Roy also at that roundtable event.
This state is about looking forward, and we'll figure out how to make our systems the best they can be. But importantly, when you see 26 feet of water rising a foot per minute, don't go around pointing fingers. The people in this community rallied around to help people, and that's the enduring image.
The Texas governor has added potential flood warning improvements to the agenda for a legislative session later this month. The White House defending an immigration raid at California's largest licensed marijuana farm where protesters clashed with agents.
This marijuana plantation is a clear-cut example of labor trafficking and child trafficking, which are heinous crimes.
White House Deputy Chief of Staff for Policy Stephen Miller, the pot farm accused of using child labor after officials say several undocumented, unaccompanied minors were found. Police telling Fox there were several hundred people arrested after yesterday's clashes. America is listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Figuring out the reason behind the gunfire. Sunny and 87 degrees in the Circle City. I'm John Herrick. Here's what's trending at 5:02. A young child has died in Indianapolis. Ryan Hedrick has the details on why.
Right now, there's a woman with a red shirt and a badge holding a clipboard, consoling a woman who is just distraught right now. Several family members are outside this emergency room, and police say shortly after noon, two of them brought in a little girl who was in a home alone, unsecured with guns. That girl got a hold of one of the guns and shot herself. Police say this could have been avoided, and right now family members are said to be cooperating with the cops. Officer Tommy Thompson with Indy Metro Police says, as a community, we must do better. Reporting from Methodist Hospital in downtown Indianapolis, Ryan Hedrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Look for the curfew on minors to be enforced this weekend in Indianapolis. That's the message from Corey Mims. He's in charge of IMPD's Community Engagement and Outreach Bureau.
I wouldn't be in a position to where I didn't know what my kids are or who they were with. If I did receive that call, I would be shocked. Kids will try to get away with things, but if you're persistent and you're in their business, then you kind of know already what's going on.
He says they're still looking for the people responsible for shooting and killing two others in downtown Indianapolis on the morning of July 5th. $2.97 a gallon is the statewide average for gas today, says Gas Buddy. That's down almost 20 cents from this time last week. Isaiah Jackson is staying with the Indiana Pacers. ESPN's Shams Charania is reporting this afternoon that Jackson is signing a 3-year, $21 million deal. He only played in 5 games last season before he tore his Achilles. Jackson was selected by the Pacers in the first round of the 2021 NBA draft. IU Health is investing $214 million in the Greater Lafayette Community Growth Project to bring a hospital to West Lafayette and a cancer center to Lafayette by the end of the decade. The goal is to improve access to healthcare services and cancer treatment in Tippecanoe County. It's 5:04, your traffic and weather in 1 minute.
Hey, this is Lisa Stofan. Heard the Mark Patrick weight loss hypnosis hype? Well, I attended because my father stopped smoking with hypnosis. Hypnosis eliminated my desire for soda and fast food, made me want to exercise, and I lost 60 pounds in 6 months. My energy level exploded. I went to another session to deal with some other problem foods, and I lost another 10 pounds. In fact, I brought my husband, and he lost weight, and his cholesterol and blood pressure improved. My friend lost 20 pounds her first 2 months.
What are you waiting for? Join Mark Patrick seminars and lose the weight or stop smoking guaranteed. Early bird special only $49.99. Hypnosis designed to destroy unwanted cravings, late day eating binges, boredom eating, stress eating. Seminars Thursday, July 31st at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites in Noblesville. Weight loss seminar 5:30, stop smoking seminar 8 p.m. And Saturday, August 2nd at the Holiday Inn Indianapolis Airport. Weight loss seminar 11 a.m., stop smoking seminar 2 p.m. Register at markpatrickseminars.com.
With traffic now, here's Matt Bear.
All right, John, northwest side crash, northbound 465 before 865. Center lane is blocked and traffic is stopped back to 79th Street, a 21-minute delay. Southeast side crash, southbound 465 after I-74, blocking the left lane and jamming up traffic back to I-70. Westbound 70 slow to the north split from rural, and then southbound 65-70 stopped for the north split down to East Street because of construction, a 7-minute delay. This is a crash on southbound Michigan Road at Cold Spring Road. It's a mess. Traffic stop and go back to Grandview Drive 51st, and then eastbound 465 slows Keystone Avenue past Allisonville Road. Construction delays northbound 65 south side slow from South Fort Road to 465, and again after Keystone to the south split. Traffic sponsored by Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield. They've teamed up with the Indiana Fever and Common Threads to provide local schools with information for nutritious meal preparation. Learn more at anthem.com/fever. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is the trade name of Anthem Insurance Companies Incorporated. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
And the forecast from the American Standard Cooling Weather Center.
Spot shower chance Saturday morning leads to scattered shower, heavy downpour, thunderstorm activity Saturday afternoon into Saturday night. There is a low level 1 out of 5 severe risk for isolation, severe wind gusts. Localized flooding also be an issue as well for those who get in on prolonged heavy downpours. Highs will be in the low 90s, but it feels like temperatures near the triple digits on Saturday, and then still warm and humid Sunday. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Stephen Deanna from 93 WIBC.
And I'm John Herrick on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
Hammer and Nigel.
Can you believe these characters are weirdos? So let's rock it!
Remember, you've seen this this footage in California, a local news helicopter showing the moment an anti-ICE protester appearing to draw a weapon and shooting at a federal ICE agent making arrests of illegal immigrants on this cannabis farm where children were working.
Right. How is this okay? Like, why aren't these people being dragged out in handcuffs and thrown into a cell right now? And I think it shows amazing restraint from these ICE agents that they're not just
firing back.
Right. Because they can. There's this big, misunderstanding. People think they can't. No, if you look up what their roles are, they can absolutely defend themselves. And these lunatics are shooting at them. But they know what would happen if they fired back. You would have CNN, you would have MSNBC, all the anti-Trump liberal bleeding hearts talking about how these bloodthirsty ICE agents are opening fire on these communities of color. It's the other way around. They're trying to do their job, and they're being shot at. This is an opinion. We witnessed it on the Choppers television coverage. This is ridiculous. And where's Gavin Newsom to call this out and condemn it? Where are all the folks on CNN that would get in a corner and pleasure themselves to January 6th videos?
Well, Gavin Newsom was criticizing this whole thing with the cannabis farm. And people were like, look, there's kids working at this place. This is, they were talking about it at the top of the hour of the Fox News hit. There's kids working at these cannabis farms that it's child trafficking.
Right.
And he's defending, and Newsom, the governor of California, is defending it.
Right. So according to the Department of Homeland Security, their deputy in charge, Tricia McLaughlin, reported yesterday that ICE officers rescued at least 9 children from potential exploitation, forced labor, and human trafficking. 9 kids. And these officers' reward where they were being shot at and cheered by members of the community and the political left. The same people who got their panties in a twist on January 6th, right? And I bring that up because they bring it up every 5 minutes. I thought the Trump staff liked law enforcement. How dare they attack any law enforcement? These guys are actually being shot at, and silence, nothing. It's ridiculous.
And the only person killed January 6th was Ashley Babbitt.
Right.
Remember that name.
Look at the medical reports from the coroner of everybody else, right? I know everybody else wants to play doctor and say there were officers that were killed by bloodthirsty Trump supporters.
No.
Not the case. Not according to the coroner. So do with that as you will. We got some good old-fashioned drama at the Justice Department, Nige. Pam Bondi against Dan Bongino.
See, I don't like this. Do you like this? I don't like it. I mean, we talking about it. It's content, but I don't like it.
According to Axios, FBI Deputy Director Dan Bongino took the day off because he was butting heads with Attorney General Pam Bondi at the White House over the way they've handled the Epstein files. This is from Axios. Their alleged fight erupted after a 10-hour video was released with a minute missing. Some insiders in the White House tell Axios they thought Dan Bongino was going to quit. However, administration officials say he's still on the job. Quote, two sources familiar with Bongino's position say he was increasingly displeased with Pam Bondi's handling of the Epstein case because she had publicly overpromised and under-delivered the disclosures about the client list that apparently never existed. So Bongino was like, you're making all of us look bad because you were speaking out of your ass.
It's a great line in Shawshank Redemption. I do believe you're speaking out of your ass.
Correct. And I can see Dan Bongino using that vernacular. And according to Fox, Kash Patel's not real happy either.
What about that minute missing out of that video? What about it? Like, is somebody going to sneak in there? I've seen, boy, there was a great AI meme of, have you seen it? Hillary Clinton walking into Epstein's cell. Full pantsuit cell.
Yes.
That's the minute that's missing from this video. So fantastic.
One last piece here from this Axios story. Quote, Pam Bondi said her piece. Dan Bongino said his piece. It did not end on friendly terms. This is according to a person who has leaked to Axios. So take that for what you will. We're hearing Kash Patel not happy with Pam Bondi either. Man, this is a black eye. This is bad.
But the FBI has all the files, don't they?
But their boss is Pam Bondi. Ultimately, it goes to Pam Bondi. And if she says, there's no list, nothing to see here, wipe your hands clean, let's all move on.
Yeah, there's a list.
Yeah, there's
a list.
And look, I kind of got into it with Tony Kennett this past week when he joined us. I understand this might not be the most important thing happening in the country here, but to act like we're being a pain in the ass for asking about it is re-damn-diculous. I think child sex is a big deal.
Yeah, the trafficking. It was the largest trafficking operation in the world.
Powerful people allegedly being involved in this is a big deal. And I don't care if there's an R next to their name, a D, if it's a foreign leader. We need answers to this because right now, the biggest pedophiles that we know all got away with it. And that's unacceptable. So it does not make you a bad person or somebody that's not focused on the most important issues. Rabble, rabble, rabble. If you want somebody to be held accountable for this. All right, question for you, Nige.
Yeah.
Do you think the following story that I'm about to roll out was an accident or totally on purpose? Okay?
Okay.
Dateline France. A guy in France headed out on a road trip with his wife last weekend. They stopped at a gas station along the way.
Yeah.
It was about 4:30 in the morning. The guy gets out, pumps gas, leaves. Apparently, his wife got out of the car, and he didn't notice that she was gone for nearly 200 miles. She called the police, And then the guy was like, oh, I didn't know she was gone. I thought she was asleep in the back seat. And the guy drove back 200 miles and picked her up.
Okay. Oh, he drove back?
He drove back, but I have questions. Number one, why didn't she just call him? Number two, accident or on purpose?
By virtue of the fact that he drove back, I think it was an accident. Like, if it's 4:30 in the morning, my wife's asleep in the back, I don't know, I'm paying for gas, she gets up and wanders into the bathroom, he gets back before she does, I'm saying accident.
And it's weird that she called the cops and didn't call him first. Like, he found out when the police called him. That's weird to me.
Yeah, I don't understand that part of it.
He was not charged with anything, but I kind of think that may have been on purpose. Oh, my goodness, I didn't know she was gone. And big pain in the ass. Now I got to drive back 200 miles and pick her up. Thought she was gone. Matt Bear, what's going on?
What's happening, fellas? Looking at the northwest side, northbound 465 at 865 center lane block. Traffic stopped 279th for a 19-minute delay. We are looking at eastbound. This is Crawfordsville. Eastbound 74 before State Road 32. A stall blocking the right lane, slowing us down past US 231. Inbound 70, stop and go. Rural to the north split. Southbound 65 is 70 stopped in parts from the north split to the south split. It adds 3 minutes to your travel time. On the east side, southbound 465 jammed from 70 down to Brookville Road, and then that's a delay of 23 minutes because of a crash running southbound 465 around Southeastern Avenue. That's after the 74 interchange. Right now it's on the shoulder, still slowing us back to Brookville Road, and then we stop back to 70. Northbound 65 south side, construction slowdowns from Southport Road to 465 again after Keystone up to the south split. Traffic sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies with nationwide LTE coverage. For a limited time, get 60% off and free UPS shipping at rapidradios.com. Use code RADIO for an extra 5% off. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Just about 30 minutes away from officially kick-starting the weekend here in Indy.
Oh, yeah. I got a little something
Beer
special.
Sample Friday.
I got a little something special.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Beer Sample Friday?
Yeah.
Little surprise?
I got a little surprise.
Okay.
It's very, very classy.
Ooh, all right.
Very elegant.
I like it when the Liston kid gets classy on me. That's coming up in about 30 minutes. Place your bets now on what you think Nige has brought in. Right now, we're looking at 91 at the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. Could see some storms tomorrow, mainly the northern part of the WIBC listening area. Be heads up for that. But up next, a fun-spirited round of Are You Okay With This?
You know, it's not too early or too late to plan for retirement. No way. And if you haven't started, start now with the fiduciary advisors at Trajan Wealth. Matt Bear here. Hey, I had so much anxiety before my first meeting with Trajan. I was like, I haven't done this in forever. I'm totally insecure about my financial future. That is not the case anymore. What Trajan gave me was a peace of mind, and I feel relieved. I'm comfortable. Excited even, and excited about my post-work life. Call today and schedule your first appointment. It's free. 317-480-4040 or visit TrajanWealth.com. The fiduciary advisors at Trajan know we all have different goals when it comes to retirement, and those goals require their own unique plans. That's where Trajan Wealth's fiduciary advisors come in. Let Trajan help you craft a plan that will meet your goals. Call today, 317-480-4040 or visit TrajanWealth.com. Remember, your first appointment is on them. Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, and SEC registered investment advisor. Paid advertisement.
Everybody knows Hubler's got the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles. But did you know? Now you can get that same limited powertrain warranty on new Toyotas. Introducing the all-new Hubler Toyota. Get grand opening savings all month long. And right now, lease a new 2025 RAV4, just $349 per month. Or a new Tacoma, $299 per month. Plus, choose from Camrys, Corollas, Highlanders, Tundras, and more.
Hubler's got you covered.
At the all-new Hubler Toyota on US 31 South in Indianapolis. Visit HublerToyota.com. grand opening savings, and the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles.
Cover me!
Select models, approved credit, plus tax tag title license 199 dealer doc. RAV4 model 4432, Tacoma model 7540, 36 months, $29.99 due, 0 security, 10,000 annual miles, 15 cents per mile thereafter. Expires 7/31.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduce stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. Stroke risk may increase. Eliquis can cause serious and potentially fatal bleeding. Don't take if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or bleed longer. A spinal injection increases blood clot risk, which may cause paralysis. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Hey, this is Spencer Thompson at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus. Now through Monday, save an extra 25% off all in-stock outdoor furniture. Sleep up to 10 degrees cooler and the lowest price guaranteed on every mattress. And save up to 50% off Lazy Boy, Smith Brothers, Flex Steel, and lift chairs. Plus, we pay your sales tax and deliver it all for free. Sale ends Monday only at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus.
History returns with the Brickyard 400 at the famed 2.5-mile oval, celebrating NASCAR's roots at the racing capital of the world. Brickyard weekend starts Thursday, July 24th with the Indiana Sprint Week race, with sprint cars running on the IMS dirt track for the first time ever. Saturday, July 26th, get ready for action with the NASCAR Xfinity Series Pennzoil 250. Then Sunday, July 27th, the NASCAR Cup Series Brickyard 400, presented by PPG, returns to the oval of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Buy now and save at IMS.com.
Inside Indiana Business Radio, the news you need to get ahead. Indiana's business news leader, weekdays at 6:32 a.m. and 5:56 p.m. on WIBC.
Trust employee owned. B Windows extending our employee discount to you. Up to 55% off, plus 18 months, no interest, no payments. Trust your home to B.
The Attorney General's office wants to put your money back in your pocket. Visit indianaunclaimed.gov and search for yourself, your loved ones, or your business. It's fast, easy, and free.
Are you really okay with this?
Are you okay? Everything's gonna be okay.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm pretty far from okay.
Are you okay with this? On the Hammer and Nigel show.
Oh, yeah!
Heathrow Airport in the United Kingdom is going to start piping in ambient music that features the sounds of an airport.
Okay.
Remember when the Colts were accused of piping in crowd noise?
Against the Patriots, right?
Or was it the Steelers, maybe? Or was it the Patriots?
I think it was the Patriots.
But Heathrow Airport is going to pipe in sounds of an airport through their speaker system. Here is a quick sample of the music that has other sounds like baggage claim areas, passport stamping, children crying.
What?
Incorporated into the music. Go ahead.
So they're going to be playing this on a loop.
Yes. But what I don't understand is you're in an airport and those sounds are already there.
Right. Let me answer the question posed to me.
Are you okay with this?
I'm not okay with this. The reason why, it's really dumb. You're already there. You don't need to have the ambient noise of an airport because you're at the damn airport. And if you're telling me I've got to hear extra children crying, no, not at all. I think this is a really bad idea, and I hope that this idea doesn't catch on to other airports, because the last thing I want to hear in the United States is the area where Spirit Airlines book. I don't want to have them piping in sounds of people doing things like on Spirit Airlines.
Oh.
Like peeing in the
what?
aisleway.
Oh.
Sorry, everybody. Are you serious? Okay, let me I don't give a no you. I gotta go pee.
That's going to be
That was-
played on a loop for Spirit
I
Airlines.
want to be specific. That was a sound of a woman apologizing 30,000 feet in the air before she pulled down her pants and peed in front of everybody.
In the middle of the aisle. Correct.
I'm sorry, everybody. Any credit for apology?
No.
No?
You don't get credit for an apology after you show everybody your bare backside and maybe your front and you pee in the middle of an airplane. No. There's not enough apologies in the world that make that okay.
And I've been close. What are you supposed to do?
Go to the toilet. That's what you're supposed to do like an adult.
They don't let you go to the toilet on the airplane.
Then pee your pants, but you don't go in the middle of the aisle.
She pulled down her pants. Sorry, everybody.
Allison, play that one more time, please.
Sorry, everybody. Are you serious?
Listen to that groan.
I gotta go pee.
So disgusting.
Okay, the viral video of a dad donned an Eddie Vedder type wig and hit the pickleball court for a recent Instagram video. Have you seen this? You're familiar with pickleball, right?
I know pickleball,
it's
yeah.
kind of like a downsized version of tennis. It's different. I've played pickleball. My neighbor, I love it. It's great exercise. If it's Pearl Jam explained the rules to pickleball, here is what it would sound like.
Oh, you're in the kitchen illegally.
Staying out of the kitchen.
Is that a pickleball term?
I see your foot in the kitchen illegally.
Can't be in the kitchen.
That serve was definitely overhand. Gotta serve it underhand.
Yeah, you gotta serve underhanded.
In pickleball, that serve is found. Must serve it underhand.
Okay, I think you can turn that off at this point.
No?
No,
Doesn't do
I'm not
anything for
okay.
you?
If anything, it makes me want to take the pickleball racket and stick it up the dad's backside. Shut up.
California police drones spying on people using illegal fireworks.
Uh-oh.
Passed out a lot of fines over the 4th of July weekend. What do you think about that? They were using drones. You remember back in 2020, 5 years ago, when fireworks are illegal, we are not lighting off fireworks in California. And then a panoramic view of fireworks. It was beautiful. But now in California, police are using drones to spy on people using illegal fireworks. Are you okay with this?
So let me make sure I understand everything here. The state of California, where I could go to San Francisco and the local officials pass out clean needles and clean pipes for the locals to do drugs in the street. I could go to San Francisco and see that. I can go to Los Angeles, where violence is taking place every minute. They're raiding ICE facilities. They're shooting at people.
Today, yeah.
But the police drones are going after fireworks users? Really?
I don't think you're allowed to use the mortars in Los Angeles.
I don't think you're supposed to do heroin in the street, but they have no problem with that. No, not at all. I am not okay with this. How about you take some of that drone technology and you go after people doing heroin in the streets, pooping in the streets, shooting people left and right? You mean to tell me the bigger threat to California are people like me shooting off fireworks and not what's happening on Crenshaw near the hood? Get the hell out of here. Who do we got coming up next, Nige?
Yeah, Randy Clark is Breitbart correspondent down in Texas, has the latest of the devastation and the flooding there, the updates and what's being done. And, man, Hammer, seriously, we have, what is it, from Indiana, the
Task Force One.
Task Force One coming down there. The volunteers from all over the country coming down to assist in the efforts down there.
So Randy Clark of Breitbart coming up next. We got Beer Sample Friday on the way right now. Let's break down and have the news with John Herrick.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
The life of a young child comes to an end. Partly cloudy and 90 degrees in the Circle City. I'm John Herrick. Here's what's trending at 5:30. A little girl was shot inside a home on the near north side of Indianapolis earlier today. She was rushed to a hospital and later died. IMPD says the home is on Ralston Avenue in the Coopers and Pickens residential addition, a few blocks southeast of the I-70 interchange for Keystone Way and North Rural Street. Guns were found in the home unsecured. Police think the girl found one of those guns and shot herself, but they're still investigating. Speaking in Kerrville, Texas today, Governor Greg Abbott focusing on preventing future flooding incidents from happening to the best of his ability after his state got hit with lots of it last week.
We're going to work on alerts. We're going to work on every single solution to make sure things like this don't happen again, not just in this community, but in other river basins across the state also. So we will work to get it right.
At least 120 people have died so far. President Trump was there today. Indiana Task Force One is helping with search and recovery efforts. The Indiana Department of Homeland Security has opened applications to the State Disaster Relief Fund for residents who incurred damage to their homes or property located in Monroe and Greene counties from severe storms that happened there on May 15th and 16th. It's also open to people impacted by flooding in Davies County back on June 30th. Applications to help with immediate needs will be capped at $2,000. FBI Deputy Director Dan Bongino might resign. He's been in a fight with Attorney General Pam Bondi lately, and it involves Jeffrey Epstein.
He took the day off from work, we're told, because he's so upset about the rollout of the Epstein memo that DOJ released earlier this week. Two sources familiar with the meeting say both were at the White House on Wednesday to discuss a unity path forward with the Trump administration following criticism from the Trump base about a DOJ memo out earlier this week that insisted Epstein's client list never existed and he committed suicide. Now, this after Bondi, FBI Director Kash Patel and Bongino for months said Epstein information would indeed be released in some form.
That's Fox's David Spunt. Bondi says she has no intention of resigning. Not only is it Slurpee Day, it's also National French Fry Day. You can go to a 7-Eleven location for a free small Slurpee with no purchase necessary while supplies last. Fast food chains like Burger King, McDonald's, and Arby's are all offering deals on fries. But you have to get there in all this traffic. Isn't that right, Matt Bear?
Yes, John, and good luck doing that right now. Eastbound 465 on the north side crash after Allisonville Road, and it's blocking the right lane. Stop and go traffic back to Keystone Avenue, and that's a delay of 6 minutes. Northwest side northbound 465 at 865. Crash clear. Still stop back to West 79th Street, but the front of the line is on the move. Downtown southbound 6570. Stop from the north split to the south split for a 5-minute delay, and westbound 70 backed up to Sherman Drive. East side southbound 465 stop and go traffic from I-70 down to Southeastern Avenue. That is a 16-minute delay because of a crash. It's on the shoulder. Construction slowdowns on the south side. Northbound 65 slow. Southport Road to 465 again after South Keystone Avenue. Up to the south split. Eastbound 70 stop and go traffic. That's from Belmont into the south split. Traffic sponsored by Indy Decorative Concrete. Makes summer nights unforgettable with Indy Decorative Concrete. Get 50% off a stunning fire pit with their best stamped concrete patio package. Hurry. Offer ends September 1st. Visit IndyDecorativeConcrete.com. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Your American Standard Cooling Weather Center forecast.
A very warm Friday night is coming up for us with lows in the mid-70s, and then we're in for an active Saturday, hot and miserable as well. Spot shower chance Saturday morning leads to scattered shower, heavy downpour, thunderstorm activity Saturday afternoon into Saturday night. There is a low level 1 out of 5 severe risk for isolation on severe wind gusts. Localized flooding also be an issue as well for those who get in on prolonged heavy downpours. Highs will be in the low 90s, so it feels like temperatures near the triple digits on Saturday, and then still warm and humid Sunday. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Stephen Deanna from 93 WIBC.
And I'm John Herrick on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
It's the Hammer and Nigel show. I'm Nigel. That's Jason Hammer. We'll go straight to the hotline and bring on Breitbart Texas border reporter Randy Clark, covering the devastating flooding in central Texas. Randy, Maybe we could start with just a general update, what you've seen over the past few days, and then we could circle back around and figure out how this all started.
Well, so what we know now is we're seeing the rescuers start, moving towards more of a recovery mission than rescues. Sadly, it's been days since anybody has been discovered alive. What we know right now, there's at least 120 people have been killed in 6 counties, right? The bulk of those are happening around the city of Kerrville, close to 100 there, 97 to be exact. But that is climbing, as the hours passed. We still have a significant number of people that are carried on the rolls of the missing. Right now, there's at least 173 people that are unaccounted for. So we are, far away from this being over yet.
Randy, this may be a dumb question, but I don't know the region all that well here. Is there a chance that, unfortunately, if these people are in the water, in the river, when will it recede, and is that the point where you might find some more bodies?
Well, what's hindering that discovery is how vast this region is. There's 13 rivers that run through this hill country. The water has receded to, roughly close to normal levels, and that water receded quite quickly because that wall of water just continued going downstream. That particular river starts in the Texas Hill Country and it ends in the Gulf of America, 230 miles away. So it moves through rural parts. So it's not the water that is impeding, it's how much debris accumulated. There were trees that were 3 foot in diameter that just literally snapped like pencils. Wow. And as they fell over and or floated downstream, they clogged up bridges. They created debris fields and piles that are 60 feet high and higher in some areas.
Have you ever seen anything like this? I mean, this devastating in Texas before in terms of flooding and loss of life?
Certainly not the loss of life. This place is known as Flash Flood Alley. Like I said, this is not the only river. The hill country is a vacation spot for everybody. That's pretty much the industry that's there. It's a beautiful place, and the rivers make it so.
And so it couldn't have happened at a worse time over 4th of July weekend.
That's really the worst part of this, that it was the perfect storm. Because if it had happened at any other hour, on any other day perhaps, except later on the 4th of July, we wouldn't be talking right now. These floods come and go. This one was the 100-year one. It's the second highest level of this river on record.
And
so
Randy,
it's a horrible time.
Yeah.
Randy, what do you make of the national media coverage of this? I mean, we always expect the blame game to happen when something like this goes down, but we're seeing some really despicable stuff coming out of the Never Trump crowd here. Just take me through your overall thoughts on how the national media is handling this.
Well, it's not only just the national media; it's some of the state media here as well. We've got the capital of Texas right up the street, and they're an extremely liberal area to live in, and they're participating in this also. And what I've seen on the ground and the people that I've talked to, they're focused on one thing, and so are the rescuers. It's finding people, and now it's turning towards let's just give these folks some closure, so we can begin the rebuilding process. And so these folks in Kerrville and other areas, they've suffered 2 tragedies. The first tragedy was this flood and the loss of life that occurred. The second is this despicable behavior by the media that wants to come in and start heckling these folks that are rescuing and trying to give updates so that you and I know what they're finding in real time. These journalists are coming out and they're activists. They want to conduct an investigation during a press briefing about, did you find my daughter? Did you find my father or my uncle? It's the second tragedy that is facing these people, and words don't describe how despicable it is to start looking at this stuff and finger pointing when this flood occurred on July 3rd at 4 o'clock in the morning, the worst time on the worst day, in a place where cell phone coverage is horrible on that river bottom. So the alerts and alarms that went off were not going to be heard in all likelihood by these folks who were sound asleep. Many may have turned these alerts off. This is just a horrible act of God.
And the camp, can you tell us more about the camp and the history behind, what was it, Camp Mystic?
Yes. So, the story of Camp Mystic pretty much just deflates all this finger pointing. That camp has been around. Next year will be 100 years for that camp.
Wow.
And they've yet to suffer a tragedy like this, and they didn't expect to, or they wouldn't have had that many girls in harm's way. It surprised them. The director, the owner, who's been in possession, his family's been in possession since 1939. He gave his life rescuing these girls, as did two camp counselors. So they're in this river basin. That's where they operate, and they've operated there for 100 years. And I can't imagine that they would have placed these children in harm's way, knowing that they were going to lose 27. It just doesn't happen. That camp, Laura Bush, our former First Lady, was a camp counselor there. We have presidents, Lyndon Baines Johnson, whose daughters went to that camp. So this is not a tent city. This is a sprawling camp on the riverbanks that, it's a 4-week camp. It's a Christian camp. And it's well attended by a lot of people from Texas who are well-to-do. And if they had thought they were placing their daughters in harm's way, I assure you they wouldn't have sent them. This was just an unforeseeable tragedy.
Randy Clark is our guest, Breitbart News Texas border reporter, joining us here on the Hammer and Nigel show. Randy, how are the locals feeling like the national response from the Trump administration has been? Because I don't know if you can compare this to what happened in North Carolina and East Tennessee when they had the remnants of the hurricane and colossal flooding and roads were broken apart. Those people in many areas are still waiting for some help of some kind financially. Locally in Texas, how are people responding to what the government's doing?
Well, if there's any one silver lining, which I don't, it's hard to find one in this event, it's that this flood was confined to the river area, the river bottom. The city in that area, Kerrville, sits above that. So you won't see much damage in the city of Kerrville if you drive through there, because you've got to look down into the river bottom where those camps were and RV parks and the houses that were lost. That's what was impacted. Kerrville sits on Interstate 10, 60 miles out of San Antonio. So the response to get in there and help folks was much easier than what we saw with Hurricane Helene in North Carolina. So we didn't lose our interstates. We lost local roadways in that county because there's a lot of low water crossings and 2-lane roads. So they did have some travel impeded to the small city of Hunt, where these campers were. They had to airdrop in some supplies. But the people of Texas, and the federal government included, responded as swiftly as you could imagine. I was there very early on in the rescue operation, and I asked Congressman Chip Roy, our congressman in that area, what his assessment was. I'm looking and I'm seeing thousands of people arriving with food and with the American Red Cross, Mercy Chefs, all kinds of folks, merchants coming out, restaurants bringing out food, and rescuers and aircraft, horseback, boats, you name it. So I have yet to see or hear one complaint that we do not have enough people or enough resources or help.
Anything else we need to know, Randy, about this devastation and anything else you feel like our audience might need to address?
Yeah, I think they need to put a lot of scrutiny towards any media outlet that tries to politicize this, because this really has nothing to do with politics. The offices were fully staffed that should have notified people. Those notifications went out. It just so happened they didn't come until very close to after 1 a.m. to 4 a.m. in the morning. And, that's going to be very hard to reach people in a rural area, at that time of day that 40-foot wall of water is coming their way at lightning speed almost. So I would say read the news with some scrutiny when you hear criticism of that, and let's have that conversation about how they can improve an alarm system, leaving politics at the door.
Find his work, Breitbart.com. He is Breitbart News Texas border reporter Randy Clark. Have a great weekend. Thank you for the update. We'll talk to you soon.
Yes, thank you all.
I've provided the libations for Beer Sample Friday.
Okay.
I will give you a little hint. I got these libations from the gas station.
All right, let's go. I'm in.
That's next on the Hammer and Nigel Show. creeping up on another hot one here. Are your windows keeping you cool, or are they letting the heat seep into your home? Is the AC working overtime? Mine used to before I hired Window Nation to come out and replace my windows. And Hammer's going to tell you about this incredible deal Window Nation has going on right now, which you can find out more about at windownation.com.
And did I mention they'll get the job done in 1 day or less? They get in, they get out, they measure multiple times so they get it right. I've seen it firsthand because I'm a customer. And right now, it's Window Nation's biggest deal of the year. Get 50% off all window styles. And remember, that comes with 0 interest until 2030. 866-90-NATION or go to windownation.com. 50% off all window styles. No interest until 2030. Tell them Hammer and Nigel sent you.
Hi, I'm Tom Connors. Went to Mark Patrick's hypnosis seminar February 6, 2019. Nothing worked before. Left there and never smoked again. Amazing. Easy, affordable, and guaranteed. A year later, with my wife Michelle, attended Mark Patrick's weight loss seminar. She lost 18 pounds, and I lost 43 in 8 weeks.
It's true. He smoked 2 packs a day, and nothing worked until Mark Patrick hypnosis. Now we're losing weight together, eating healthy, full on half the food, crazy, enjoying exercising. Who would have believed Mark Patrick hypnosis really works?
It's amazing. I can breathe again. My blood pressure went down, and I've got so much energy.
So much energy.
And look great.
Join Mark Patrick Hypnosis. Early bird special only $49.99. Seminars Thursday, July 31st at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites in Noblesville. Weight loss seminar 5:30. Stop smoking seminar 8 p.m. Or Saturday, August 2nd at the Holiday Inn Indianapolis Airport. Weight loss seminar 11 a.m. Stop smoking seminar 2 p.m. Register at markpatrickseminars.com.
Pat Sullivan here for the Michaelis Corporation. I'm here with Michaela to talk about water damage. Water damage at your home or business can come from heavy rains, broken or frozen pipes, and countless other ways. Michaela, if someone has a loss due to water, why should they call Michaelis?
Michaelis is a local, family-owned Indianapolis company with 39 years experience. We are manning the phones and ready to help 24/7, 365. Michaelis specializes in water damage restoration, is IICRC certified, and will restore your home or business to pre-loss condition or better.
I know a big part of getting back to normal is dealing with the insurance company. Can Michaelis help there?
Yes, Michaelis works through the entire process on your behalf to make it easy and give you peace of mind.
If you have water damage, call the Michaelis Corporation. Water, storms, fire, and mold, life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it. Text or call 844-FIXED-INDY. That's 844-FIXED-INDY. Make it Michaelis.
Get ready to hit the links. The golf outing presented by Franciscan Health is almost ready to tee off. Join us Thursday, August 7th at the Legends Golf Course in Franklin. It's more than a round of golf. It's for a great cause. Proceeds benefit the Franciscan Health Foundation. Franciscan Health will host free cancer screenings on site, and you'll also find a silent auction, longest drive competition, and more. Be proactive about your health and get some swings in. It's a great excuse to take a day off work. Sign up now at 1075thefan.com.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies with national LTE coverage. Go to rapidradios.com and you'll get up to 60% off, free UPS shipping. Add code RADIO for an additional 5% off.
News doesn't wait, and neither should you. Breaking news updates, local headlines, and statewide coverage are always available at WIBC.com. When the news moves fast, we will too. Stay in the know while you're on the go with WIBC.com.
Matt Bear has a look at the roads.
All right, Hammer crash northeast side eastbound 465 before I-69 after Allisonville Road. The right lane is blocked and traffic is stop and go back to Keystone Avenue. Delayed 8 minutes. East side crash clear. Southbound 465 after Southeastern. Still stop and go back to Brookville Road and slow to I-70. Inbound 70 from the east side. Stop and go traffic. Rural Street to the north split. Then southbound 6570 is jammed up because of construction. That's an 11-minute delay. Eastbound 70, stop and go after Tibbs over to Harding, then slow West Street into the south split west side. Southbound 465 slow from 38th past Crawfordsville Road. Crash south side. This is 5 points at East Thompson Road. Crash south side, Short Ridge Road at English Avenue. And a crash south side, stop 10 west of Madison Avenue. That's at Griffith. Traffic sponsored by B Window right now with Dream Baths by B. Get 2 bathroom remodels for the price of 1, plus a free free entry door in 24 months, same as cash with zero interest. Trust local. Trust employee owned. Trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
90 right now at the American Standard Cooling Weather Center, and it's Beer Sample Friday.
Right now.
Hammer and Nigel present Beer Sample.
Fry.
I got some beers. Let's drink them, huh?
Beers on sale, people. Come down, get you some.
I got some gas station beers for us here, Hammer.
Talking my language.
Now, we are brought to you by Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus. Spencer and beautiful wife Heather, his brother Nick, Big Mike, everybody down there, Michelle, everybody. Thank you for paying for what we were about to sample live on the air. I'm going to give you a hint, though. I'm going to do this a little different. I'm going to play you a quick clip of something. And just by the, I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm not going to, it's an old school commercial.
Okay.
It's an old school beer commercial. And I'm just going to play you a quick clip. I want you to tell me to see if you can figure out what I bought at the Get-Go gas station there in Whitestown.
There are two rules to remember if you want to have a good time. Rule.
I know what it is.
You already know? Wait a minute. You already know just from this. Hold on.
There are two rules to remember if you want to have a good time. Rule.
First of all, who is that?
First of all, that's Billy D. Williams. I think half the women who just heard that are already pregnant.
There are two rules to remember if you want to have a good time. Rule number one, never run out of Colt 45.
Yeah.
Rule number two, never forget rule number one.
Talk to me, Billy D. Talk to me, Lando Calrissian. Let's go.
I love going to gas station beer aisles. Look at that. Look at that monster of Colt 45. What is that, 25 ounces? It was like $2.
Let me read what it says on the can.
Okay.
Colt 45, original. Rich smoothness for every occasion. Colt 45 original always remains true. The classic American lager since 1963. Every time. Every time is just fancy talk for when you pop this tab, panties come off.
Now, before you take a drink,
Every
I know
time.
you already popped the drink. Let's play another Billy D. Williams Colt 45 commercial, shall we? This time,
Please.
there's a broad involved in this one.
You want to know why you should keep plenty of Colt 45 on hand? You never know when friends might show up.
And then it pans to this lady with 80s hair.
Like a lingerie.
Open
Now,
mind
if you could play that one more time,
Yeah.
I think you'll be amazed to know that that's John Herrick playing the bass.
You want to know why you should keep plenty of Colt 45 on hand? You never know when friends might show up.
News director John Herrick back there. Oh,
now,
man.
this is a 25 ouncer.
This is a big boy.
For $2.
$2?
It was like $2.30 or something like that.
You'd be losing money if you didn't buy this bad boy.
That's the way I look at it when I go into this gas station, and why we sip. Oh man, that's good.
Oh, that is really good.
We'll play. Keep in mind, Billy D. Williams in these commercials has a broad next to him every time.
Of course he does.
I don't claim you can have a better time with Colt 45 than without it. But why take chances?
That commercial smells good. Like, I don't know how it's possible, but you play the commercial and Billy D just smells good.
I don't claim you can have a better time with Colt 45 than without it. But why take chances?
And this broad's just looking at Billy D. Williams like she's about to depants him right there.
Oh, yeah. 100%. So
Big
it's
tomorrow.
official, man. The weekend is underway. And tomorrow, Hammer and Nigel
Yes.
live at Hubler Automotive, Southside,
Yeah.
8055 US 31 South. Join us for that. But we got one more hour to go, baby. Crank up the band.
Colt 45, baby.
There are two rules to remember if you want to have a good time. Rule number one, never run out of Colt 45. Rule number two, never forget rule number one.
Hey folks, Scott Wilson here from Wilson Farm Market, just 20 minutes north of Carmel. We're proud to bring you the freshest produce farmed right here in Indiana and across the Midwest. And don't miss our home-style fried chicken, scratch-made bakery, and a deli packed with ready-to-go favorites. Got a sweet tooth? Check out our variety of old-fashioned candies, the kind that brings back sweet memories from your childhood. At Wilson Farm Market, we're all about local freshness, friendly faces, and food that feels like home. Wilson Farm Market. That's Wilson Farm Market.
My wife and I spend so much time, and my neighbors too, I guess I should say, spend so much time on our brand new custom concrete patio installed by Indy Decorative Concrete. Locally owned, been around since 2007. They only have W-2 employees, no subcontractors. So bottom line is Indy Decorative Concrete, they're the best in the business. All 5-star Google reviews. And whether it's a new patio like we got, a sidewalk, a porch, don't do anything until you've checked out IndyDecorativeConcrete.com and what they can do for you. My wife and I can't believe how amazing our new front porch and sidewalk looks and patio. IndyDecorativeConcrete.com. Tell them Nigel sent you. That's IndyDecorativeConcrete.com. They are awesome. You can have the custom concrete patio of your dreams. Just go to IndyDecorativeConcrete.com to find out more.
Looking for a cozy spot to relax, work, or grab your coffee to go? LC Coffee House in Noblesville, Indiana has you covered. Try our indulgent affogato, a sweet blend of espresso and ice cream, or sample our coffee flights to discover your perfect brew. In a rush, our drive-thru is ready to serve you fast and fresh. Need a space to collaborate? We offer meeting rooms perfect for co-working. Whether you're grabbing a quick drink or spending the day with us, LC Coffee House is the place to be.
This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell. Cordell & Cordell is the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. That does give us certain advantages, for example, in experience and resources. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. If you're a guy facing divorce, remember, Cordell & Cordell, a partner you can count on.
101 West Ohio, Indianapolis. CordellCordell.com.
The Attorney General's Office, reuniting Hoosiers with over $1 million in unclaimed property every week. Visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov or text Hammer and Nigel to 46220 today.
At Advent, nasal congestion and sinus infections can be solved with an in-office 20-minute procedure. Elsewhere, expect surgery.
Fill your tank. Don't drain your wallet. Sam's Club lets you save time at the pump with Scan and Go checkout at Sam's Club fuel stations. Just scan the QR code on the pump and pay. Visit your local Sam's Club today.
This is Inside Indiana Business Radio. I'm Alex Brown. Evansville-based Deaconess Health Systems is working to address an ongoing nursing shortage in Southwest Indiana with the launch of the new Deaconess Nurse Apprenticeship Program. Program coordinator Amy Lloyd says the goal is to provide apprentices with on-the-job and classroom training while earning a wage as they start their nursing careers.
Make sure that we are recruiting the best nurses from our community, but also work with what we have in our community. We have incredible nursing programs in the community, one of them being Ivy Tech.
The program will be made available to 5 Ivy Tech community college students who begin nursing school this fall. Last year, Toyota announced plans to invest $1.4 billion to produce a new electric vehicle at the Toyota Motor Manufacturing Plant in Princeton. Now, the automaker is moving that production to its Kentucky plant, though a spokesperson says a large part of the original investment is going toward the construction of a battery pack assembly plant, and construction on that project is underway and on schedule. Details on how the move will impact the original commitment of 340 new jobs is not known. Ground was broken this week on a housing project in Elkhart that is slated to bring over 250 new apartment units to the area. The first phase of The Flats at Pine Creek, a $50 million development by South Bend-based Holiday Properties, is slated for completion in April 2026. This is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Today, you either innovate or evaporate. We are accelerating the pursuit of progress. From the foods we eat to the heights we soar, because this is Indiana, the innovation capital of the world. We rally visionaries across industries, investing connections as much as capital, and fuel our founders from dorm room to boardroom. Fuel your innovation with Elevate Ventures. Visit elevateventures.com.
Fishers-based automation technology company RoboSource has secured a $750,000 round of investment funding led by former NFL quarterback Tim Tebow's